Black African Power. Welcome to the rebirth of the African Civilization Show, the home of the Raw Squad. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God Killer in the house. Man, we come to do what we got to do because we got to do what we got to do. We standing strong, we standing tall, and it's good to be number one. Because that's what it is about, family. It's about holding your own in the world that seeks to destroy you. Y'all know it. Man, it's good, man. We had a powerful event 2 weeks ago, man. It was off the chain, man. I'd like to thank all the brothers and sisters that made it possible and participated in the event. The Science and Technology Lecture Conference, man, it was off the chain, man. Y'all can go check it out on the Real Black Atheist page, the Real Black Atheist Library. What else we got? We got the Black Vitamins. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to them pages, man. It's important. Subscribe to the pages and, you know, just keep supporting because we appreciate that, man. You know, the Raw Squad and the core families that make up the Raw Squad, man. You know, we're really appreciating that, and we just appreciating the young sisters and the young brothers, man, that's caught on to the Raw Squad. It's a powerful thing when the youth start to raise up, man, and understand what you're saying. It's a powerful thing to give the family something that's positive that can be reconstructed over and over and over again. It's time out for that one charismatic leader. It's time out. Develop your study teams, man. Develop your study groups, man. All right? Take it back to the community to build a strong core. This is vital on what we do around here. We build a strong core. We build a strong foundation, man. The roots must be strong or anything can pull you out. Boy, check this out, man. First of all, man, this episode, all right, of the Raw Squad is being brought to you by Nigga Shoe Wear. Y'all already know what it is, man. That company that brings you, you know what I'm saying, the RBGs, man. The company that practice, Ujima, man, cooperative economics. Man, y'all can go ahead and get a pad today. Y'all can go to the ArmandRawSquad.org. There's a store there. You feeling me? Y'all can go ahead and get that. You can also get the T-shirts. You can also go to sneakerscustom.com. Man, check this out. We also got an affiliate program where you can take the banner, you know what I'm saying, sign up for the affiliate program, take the banner, you know what I mean, and go ahead and put it on your website. And if somebody buy the shoes from there, you get some money off of that. Man, that's important to share the wealth, man. We don't want it all by ourselves. So make sure y'all take advantage of the affiliate program. And it also helps with the marketing. You feel me? So this is vital, man. This is very, very important. Okay? Y'all pay close attention. We also got opportunities for dealing with this thing on the wholesale tip. Because ain't no fun by yourself. Man, we want everybody to join this, man. Remember, we also got that give back program. We giving back to black-owned community functions. You know what I'm saying? Like black-owned schools. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be giving back to them. All right? And so, you know, and every time you purchase the RBGs, man, you're actually giving back to the community. This is essential in our growth and development as African people. And it's very, very important that we continue to do this and we continue to follow this model. Okay? So, yeah, that's right, man. It is what it is, man. So how y'all doing, family, man? It's good to be back, man, after that 2-week break, man. You know how it is when we're really getting in our studies, man. Man, it's very important, man. Very, very important, dude. We got to keep fighting, man. That's all I'm saying, yo. And our power comes from our ability to control our economic base. A lot of times we focus on everybody else instead of focusing on our own game, right? Instead of focusing on what we are and who we are as a people. We need to get that focus back. A lot of times, man, y'all be worrying about white people too much, man. That shouldn't even be your focus. Take care of your business. Do what it is you're supposed to do. And if you do what you're supposed to do, man, and be at your best, man, then you would ask yourself, who could truly stand against you? Who? This is a vital, vital question, man. So while a lot of y'all run around hollering about the white man, the devil this, white man, the devil that, yo, I remember that state of mind. I clearly do. So I ain't going to get brand new on you, right? But I'm trying to tell you, man, you got to figure out who and what you are. Where you fit into this equation? It's like a football game, man. If a football team going to a football game worrying about the other opponent, man, they're in trouble. They got to play their best game. Play your game. Don't go in there playing somebody else's game. So we've been playing their game. We sure as hell have. So now it's time to cut that shit out, man. And we need to stand up strong for who and what we are and what we represent, man. We represent Black African power around here, man. And that just is what it is, man. So, I'm just appreciating the squad, man. We got a lot of things going on. Man, got a powerful book get ready to come out, man. Man, I remember John Henry Clark, man. He said this for sure, man. He said, study your enemy. He said, study European history first. That's exactly what he did. He said that, and he meant that. And most of us hadn't taken the time to even study European history. Because if you had taken the time to study European history, you would have already understood what it was you was dealing with. Man, go to Vegas 7. I think it's Vegas 777 channel, man. Brother Ishmael Allah, he did an excellent video on white slavery. Okay? And I segue that to this book that's coming out. It's called The Medieval Upheaval, right? A catalog of bloody European evils. This is an excellent book, man. The sisterhood put this out, man. Strong, powerful sister, man. And she has actually came in with the scholarly work on this, man. Look, I put the preview, okay? The website. I put it in the chat room, right? There's medievalupheaval.wordpress.com. Go in there and check this out, man. Let me give you this little pieces real quick, man. She said for centuries, many African Americans and African descended people across the planet have lived with the guilt and shame of being African. Yeah, when y'all try to act like y'all Hebrews and shit and all that, yeah, that's the guilt and shame. Mm-hmm. Generations of Africans have grown up believing the curse of Ham and the myth of Africa being a dark and inhospitable place. African nations, according to the myths, constructed and recited by calculating Europeans, then repeated around the world, needed the guiding hand of whites to lead them from their shameful and abysmal existence. In Medieval Upheaval, a catalog of bloody European evils, Shishat Kemet shatters these myths. She does so by taking the century-long spotlight misdirected at Africa and shining it on historical Europe. See, this is what the John Henry Clark was saying. He said, take a look at them. She goes on to say, when she asks whether African cultures have been fairly judged, and it's a good thing she takes this approach. She finishes it off with, and I'm going to let y'all go ahead and finish reading. It says, few citizens around the planet really know the true Africa. Yeah, see, a lot of y'all be arguing from a position of ignorance when it comes to Africa. That's why we always smacking y'all up. Let me read this again. Said few citizens around the planet really know true Africa or the hearts of African peoples. Since Europeans began propagating her, probably so they could make that great of breathtaking beauty so extremely unappealing that potential rivals would not dare to explore or care to indulge in the enormous wealth of African resources, man. Look, it's a few more things to read on here, right? Y'all can go on there and check that out, man. Let me see real quick what I kind of want to do, right? Just a little bit, man. Maybe I'll give you just a couple things in the book, like a little bit of just a little tester, right? What's in the table of contents, man. Okay. She has the decline and fall of Europe. I guess that's very, very important. Okay. She has medieval laws influence our legal system. Okay, y'all can pretty much see that, right? The tribes of Europe. This is important to understand the tribes of Europe, to understand the behaviors, the customs, and the traditions, right? And you can kind of, once you kind of understand the tribes, you know what I'm saying, you can kind of get a solid foundation on what it is you need to do. Chapter 4, dealing with feudalism. I mean, come on, man. All right. Feudalism. What the hell is feudalism? She explains that. She talks about that. What else we got right here? We got medieval slave narratives. Yeah, you need to really talk about how they treat their own people in slavery. All right? Think about it, yo. They don't care about you. You feel me? Then if they don't care about themselves, then how they going to care about you? You feel me? I'm going to say this again, yo. If they ain't give 3 flying fucks about themselves, right, and enslave themselves, where in the hell you thought you was going to fit in that equation? Just from that little lesson alone, all right? Medieval slave narratives, right? Matter of fact, it's a medieval slave narratives. It's a Europe's slave industry before they stole Africa, forcing them to grow white wealth. A paradigm adjustment for readers believing that slaves were only black folks. Yep. That's going to be on page 133. All right. Chapter 6 starts at page 133. Man, it's like close to 300 pages here, man, European history. And I'm telling you, man, this book is coming out. We will definitely have that daggone book for sale, man. That's the piece right there. That in the book, she goes into the in-betweens. See, a lot of times we don't have the in-betweens in European history. Oh, this book is here, man. All right, and we got it. Man, we always have the best works, man. I promise you we do, man. It's a scholarly work to let y'all know that. Well sourced out, well thought out, and well goddamn written. I'm a Raw Squad quality all day long. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful world we living in, man. Yep. All right, man, let me get the lines open, man. Where you at? Brother Ish, I'm a Raw Squad up, Black African Power.
I'm a Raw Squad up, Black African Power, Brother Unc. How you doing, family?
Hey, man, holding on, man. You know what it is. What's good, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine, bro. I'm doing good. Definitely it's good to know that even more information is coming. More information is being spread out to the people. And, we all just elevating. That's a very, very positive thing.
Yeah, we got to keep elevating, man. Ain't nothing else to do with that, man. You know why people in on those squabbles, man? Yeah, we make sure that it gets produced around here, man.
Squabbles? What squabbles? What squabbles going on? It's about elevation and getting the economics right. Ain't got no time to be squabbling, man.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that foolishness, bro. I'm going to tell you that right now, man.
That's right.
Absolutely keep our thing. We need to have it, man, to keep it going, man. It's just a beautiful day, brother.
Man, I hit you up early in the morning. The other day, Brother Ankh. You was deep in some studies. What was that you were studying the other day? I said, yo, what you reading? He was like, man, what was that book he was going over?
Let me see. Hold on, man. I think it was one of them journals, man. Let me see. I'm going to tell you exactly.
It was something in a journal, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I make sure I catch that morning read, man.
Man, that morning read early in the morning. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hold on. Let me see exactly what the name of the thing was. The journal was. 1 second, man. Let me get this real quick, man. What that journal was.
This would just sound like a regular weekday. I was like, hey, Brother Unc, keeping the levels high.
Yeah, it was the generation and annotation of the DNA sequence of the human chromosomes 2 and 4. All right, that's dealing with that chromosome 2 fusion. That proves, I'm saying, that without a shadow of doubt, that the two organisms that would be the chimpanzee and the human had a common ancestor. That's called Raw Squad checkmate type shit right there. I'm going to tell you all over again. It's generation and annotation, all right, of the DNA sequence of human chromosome 2 and 4. Well sourced out, man. In fact, I'm going to put that in the chat room for the people, man, for the family, yo. Get that in there for y'all real quick.
That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up. Yeah.
When them heavy reads, you got to read that shit in the morning, yo. After I get past the morning, my brain is different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I be in battle mode and shit. You know what I mean?
Locked and loaded. I understand.
Waiting for some fool to jump up and get beat down.
Down to the very last compound.
Compound, see how it sounds.
A little irrational. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Crazy, yo.
Thank you for that link. I definitely cracked that open.
What did you say, Ish?
I said thank you for posting that link. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And make sure y'all check that new book that's come out, man. That I put in that in the chat room for you, man. That's it. Hey, that's gonna be the read right there. That's gonna be the winner read. Feel me? Man, I promise you that, man. That's definitely gonna be the the winner read. Remember that. Don't forget that title, man. Medieval Upheaval, a catalog of bloody European evils. It's gonna be shocking. I promise you this, man. Y'all gonna get to reading that and be saying, "Oh man." Y'all gonna start looking when y'all go to work. Y'all gonna start looking around. You saying, "Wow."
Right.
Yeah, let me get my thing together.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. I know you study European history too, there, Ish. You feel me?
You gotta be well rounded. You gotta be able to, understand, both sides of it, and be well engulfed in both.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing to do. But if you don't got that European history piece, understanding ins and outs, man, you're in trouble. All right, you're definitely in trouble. Yeah, man, it's one of them calling shows, man. If y'all questions, man. So we got about 30 people on the line, man. I appreciate y'all being here. We ain't been here in 2 weeks, but I'm just feeling good about the level of the young brothers and sisters, the 21-year-olds. The 18-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, the 25-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds, just all interested, man, in what we got to say, and they doing it right, man, and they taking it back to the family, man. That's deep for me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If I was a crying dude, I'd cry. Because I remember young brothers and sisters looking at me when I was in Baltimore looking up to me. You feel me? For the wrong things, man.
Right.
So to turn that around, man, is valuable. Feel me?
Right.
It's vital, man. Yeah, but let me see something, man. I want to try to get y'all a book, all right, from some of my. Let me see. Hold on. This is what y'all need to get. Hold on now. Yeah, man. We absolutely, positively. I always mess up the names, though. Everybody had to get used to. I be trying, man. We carry these books, man. Watch this, man. Kifa Kilimanjaro, PhD. Takiti Kilimanjaro, PhD, and Yahara. Did I mess his name up? Damn, but that's close. I'm close. I'm gonna get it one day, right? They got the book called The Study Teams. All right, this book is called right here, Study Teams. Build research, publish, and teaching teams. Then they got the BART, too. All right, it says Study Guide and Research Methodology. Kilimanjaro, the Kiki Kilimanjaro, PhD. All right? Yeah, man. Yep. I mean, University of Kemet Press, bruh. They also got the curriculum already written out. They got the curriculum.
Yes.
That so y'all probably need to contact them. They got the curriculum. You can actually get your schools, right, and you can follow that curriculum, y'all. They got the books, man.
Right.
All right. And they definitely is. Take over for 1 second, y'all. Let me get some action. 1 second.
For sure. I know we got some good projects that are going to be coming up again with on the Rock Squad. I had a really good bill with Brother Ngozi today, dealing with some very important aspects of African history. So I know that Ngozi really wants to get into the mix with some upcoming projects and stuff. So definitely look forward to some hot projects coming up, as Brother Sarnetta says, from Ngozi. Ngozi definitely been going in, truly a genius. And we had a great conversation with Brother Sinjetti the other day. I mean, what a brilliant mind, man. Sinjetti is just no joke. And we even spoke with Queen Sutunet this week. Beautiful queen, always applying wisdom and that right touch at the right time. So definitely support Sister Sutunet. Continue to support the projects that are coming up with Dr. Ma'at also. Great animation projects. And again, just another brilliant sister on the scene. Brother Ankh is always staying busy. We also had Brother Sar Imhotep give a lecture, I think it was yesterday or like 2 days ago. And it seemed like it was a really nice turnout. Brother Sar Imhotep is just a genius also. I think he's doing another city possibly coming up soon. So we'll try to get that information to you so the family can come out and support us. Sar Imhotep. Brother Jonathan, always on the go. I just saw a video today. It made me think about Brother Jonathan. It was two children that was doing like the whipping and nay-nay, but then somebody in the background had a hieroglyphics T-shirt on in the background. I was like, man, that brother hieroglyphics been paying Brother Jonathan as a career for over 20 years. So African science is real indeed, and the brother is just a genius. So please, I ask everybody to support I'm a Rock Squad and the projects that we're doing. Of course, I'm always on the go and doing what I need to do also. And Brother Ankh just keeps that steady hand, always in motion. And he's already talked about the economics and the different projects we're doing. So make sure y'all just get on board. We're here to serve you.
Yeah, I'm a Rock Squad at your daggone service, man. Let's not forget, man, the brother Ned and Ned, man. Down in Baltimore, man. Connecting us with the games, man, the real street games, bruh. Okay?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Deal with him this week, too. Man.
Man,
he's an outstanding
that's a young scholar, man. Yeah, man, that's a young scholar right there, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Man, yo. I mean, we...
As well as Wujau. Wujau was no joke.
We ain't got Wujau.
Yeah.
Man.
He's a genius.
Man, it's endless. I'm just trying
amazing.
to figure it out.
Yeah.
We're on one of them, like, 4 or 5 Super Bowl wins in a row type of shit. You know how you win both? You know how the Boston Celtics was, yo?
Oh, yeah. It's a dynasty
9 in a row, nigga.
We in dynasty mode right now. Yeah.
Yeah, we got one. We on one of them rolls. All right?
Yeah.
I'm letting y'all know that right now. All right? Like the Green Bay Packers, the Celtics. I mean, the Lakers had flashy teams back in the day with Wilt Chamberlain and shit. All right, but they couldn't get past the Celtics. You know why? Because the Celtics played together. They played team ball, man. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Red all back. Team ball.
Right.
Get that straight, man. We know who the shot blockers are. We know who the point guard is. We know who's shooting. And we goddamn pass the ball around here, man. We ain't got one cuz, man, either.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Y'all want to talk about it? Let's be about it. Let's get heavy on the scholarship, man. So when we build and we construct the community, man, it's tight. That's what I'm trying to say, man. So, they still be challenging, but we passed them. We ain't even doing it. Like, we ain't doing that. I don't even want to argue with the crazy Hebrews. Although, I will say this, that I was listening to in the Black Radio, and the mighty Hebrew said something crazy. This is what he said. He said that we was always here, and, during the time of Pandora, we was here. Look, man, go take a geology class, all right? Understand what the supercontinent is, man.
Who said that, Brother Ankh?
Man, a mighty he fool. I'm going to call him a mighty he fool till he get his mind right with that shit. The Pan, we was here. The Pangera, we was always here. No, we was always here when you can't explain what the fuck is going on. Then you start talking that shit. All right?
Yeah.
So that's flagrant for us who study geology, paleontology, archaeology, you know what I'm saying, anthropology, you know what I'm saying, biology, living organisms, cell structures. We know that's a bunch of foolery. That's a foolery statement. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, so the supercontinent that they call Pangea goes back to 250 million years where it started to separate. I just want to let y'all know that 250 million years, you don't have mammals. You got like a dinosaur mammal mixed thing, whatever the hell that was. All right? But you do not have mammals yet at 250 million years. And at 65 million years, you sure as fuck ain't got no humans. Dinosaurs and humans do not exist at the same time. And we was on the show like last week, man, and the fool tried to get us with that. I was like, man, what are you talking about?
Oh, boy.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just... Oh. You know,
that's a you problem, brother.
Bro. I mean, I guess we need the friction, man. Somebody to stand on and teach, man. You know, if people wasn't making outlandish statements, then what? You know, then what? Then what, brother?
And that's what it is. It's just people got to start, you know, chasing the exotic again. As soon as we rein it in and destroy the myths and stuff, you know, somebody else got to get back exotic to separate themselves from, you know, try to be different, dare to be different, you know? That story bullshit. All that Pangea story is a straight up lie. Wasn't nobody surfing on no land masses. Stop that lying.
Say surfing on some land masses, though.
Yeah, they make it look sound like they surfing on land masses all over the earth and shit. Talking that crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like your oldest bones and your oldest relics and your oldest traces are all on one landmass. They're not on all land masses. You know what I mean? They know where to go in order to find the oldest artifacts and the oldest remains. They know where to go. So don't make it sound like all the people were around at the same time and then, you know, no, the oldest artifacts are in Africa, you know.
Hey, yo, hey, look, watch this. Let me give y'all a book, man. Y'all won't play the game, yo. Play the game, bro. Yo. Get the book by Malachi York, yo. It's called, damn, I had to tip my tongue. It's called Let's Set the Record Straight. And all he did was set your ass back, yo, because he had me saying, yeah, one land man who walked over here. And it was called the Land of the Frogs. We walked over here. Yo, I remember saying that shit, yo. So I mean, I'm just joking for real, yo. But I've said that type shit before.
Right.
It's about 10 years ago, though. All right?
Yes.
So I understand because I had to come up out of my pseudoism, right? So being in the New Wapping, yo, we had a lot of pseudo shit going around, yo. Trust me, dog. All right? So that's why when I hear it, I know it, and I'm on that shit. And so if I can grow from it, so can you. Man, let's see. We got Timo Cyrus on the line real quick, man. Get him on that, man, real quick. One of them young guns. Brother Ben, I'm a Raw Squad up. Timo Cyrus, but good.
What's going on, brothers?
Timo Cyrus in the building. Peace, guys.
Timo Cyrus up. I'm a Raw Squad up. Arrows up. Just enjoying the conversation, man. Like Ish said, man, you know, people gotta chase the exotic, man. I really don't understand it sometimes because some of the things that I come across in different forms is just utterly ridiculous. It's just, man, it's whoo. I mean, I can't understand how some people fall for these things. Seriously. I mean, like Ish just said, I mean, I remember a brother was telling me that the Olmecs were supermen from the middle of the equator, and they walked across the Atlantic Ocean to the Americas, and that's how they got there.
They was
and I bet he's dead serious too, huh?
That's the thing about it. I was waiting for the laugh.
Right.
But the laugh never came. He just was staring at me right in my face. And I was like, oh, you were serious.
Right.
Oh, man.
Right.
I don't know where to begin, brother. You gonna hit me like that? But the problem is, and Unc says this all the time, people should have just stuck with the elders, man. The elders put us in a prime position to continue the knowledge. But somewhere along the line, it just wasn't good enough for some people, and they started to venture out towards these other methods. Well, I can't even say methods. They just started venturing out to these other stories without using the correct method to verify the data. And that's what gets people into trouble. Because you can't tell me you'll go, listen to John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben and, Dr. Sheikh Anta Diop and Theophile Benga and read the UNESCO Symposium and read all of these things, and then the next week you're going to start talking about aliens. You're not going to do it.
Right.
You're not going to do it. But people don't thoroughly study. And in my experience as a young scholar, people talk about those great scholars that I mentioned. Ask them how many of them have actually read their books.
Mm-hmm.
Actually read their work. You're like, oh, yeah, those are great scholars. Okay, what book did you read by?
Right.
They don't know, or they'll say a book. You go, oh, what was your favorite chapter? What was it about? And they don't know because they haven't taken the time to actually read these books. These books got a lot of information in them. Like, just one Dr. Ben book will blow your top.
Right.
Just one. I mean, pick one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's funny because if you really study the scholars of that day, even go read one article from the UNESCO Symposium. I was talking about this with Sanjetti the other day. We're fighting the same battles that those guys fought.
Correct.
It's the exact same battle. The only difference now is we're not fighting white folks. We fighting our people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
white
crazy.
folks.
Yeah, and that's crazy. Like, they already fought this fight, but it's still here, and some of our own people are going, oh, no, y'all full of it. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, this, that, and the third, and, that's white folk science, and this can't be verified, and that comes from the stars. And I'm looking and I'm reading the articles in the books, and I'm like, man, these grandmaster teachers was doing this back in 1970, 1950, and we're still doing it today.
1930s. John
Jackson. I mean, a long time ago.
Nigga ain't never read a John Jackson book.
Nah.
They're like, who? Yeah, the atheist. The atheist, the real black atheist John Jackson.
Yeah.
And put Dr. Ben down, all them down. Yeah, I said it. Go check that out. All right, John Jackson. Read the book, Man, God, Civilization. Introduction to African Civilization. All right? Matter of fact, go get the Introduction to African Civilization and go to the goddamn back of the book. He give you about 50 books to read. I mean, books you ain't never heard of. You be like, damn, with African history, I promise you. Yeah, John Jackson. That's right.
I think people just get hung up on that atheist thing, man. They hear
they can stay hung up on that
and
shit.
They
can stay hung right up on it.
They turn off, but they don't realize that, Dr. Ben, John Jackson, even later in life, Sheikh Anta Diop. A lot of people started gravitating towards that field because of the more they studied, they realized a lot of those things that they had believed in was false. So a lot of them start going into that realm.
Man, Can't be no God but the God is you, yo. Come on, that shit, man. All right, look, hit one of y'all keypad, man. All right. Calling number is 347-857-2055. All right, man, we're taking questions, man. Let me get the first one. 706, your line is open. I'm a Raw Squad. That's good.
Black African Power, what's going on, brother? Brother Ish, brother Ben, how y'all brothers doing? Brother Ish.
Peace to you, great
What's
king.
going on, brother?
What's up? I ain't gonna make no excuses for these cats, man, 'cause technology, you can order books online. It ain't like back in the days and you ain't have a bookstore near you. You know what I'm saying? You got PDFs, all that online. Ain't making no excuse for these folks.
Man, you ain't lying.
You ain't lying. I just went to the UNESCO website, downloaded all the notes from the symposium, man. I mean, you can just have them on your computer.
Exactly. You just order these books all the time, you know. You know, back in the days, you had to get to a bookstore. You had a whole all them books had it if you didn't have one in town. You know, it's the game done changed now.
Right. Yeah, you're right. And they ain't that expensive either. You can get some cheap books on Amazon. Shoot, I believe I got a book on Amazon one time for $6.
I got one for $1.99. It costs more for postage than it do for the book sometimes.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm saying. Yeah, good books.
Yeah. I was listening to a cat on this one blog talk radio. He talking about black folks are not from the planet Earth. White folks and Asians and them, they from Earth because of their hair. It's gravity or something. Our hair grows up. I said, where these folks get this crazy stuff from?
Nah. Hey man, it's a lot of brothers that people respect kicking that message right now. I mean, they got a whole conference for that.
Yeah.
They got a whole conference for that kind of stuff, man. I mean, a lot of people, you know, from our community that people look up to as elders attend that conference and preach that message.
Indeed.
We came from the stars somehow in a spaceship or whatever, you know. I don't understand how you keep preaching that, yet we ain't found no spaceships. How many years later? we ain't found out a one. Nowhere.
I always say that not one of them came and saved us off some slave ships, so I'm not looking for them. I don't even care about them. They ain't do nothing for us, and all the condition and hell that we done been through, they ain't do nothing for us. So I don't give a fuck about them.
Hey, bro, you couldn't have came down in your flying saucer and did nothing to us.
You couldn't zap one of them motherfucking crackers?
Yeah, God damn.
Oh man.
Well, where were you when we needed you?
That's what I'm saying. I'm good now. I got this.
We needed you,
hard
brother.
part over, Nick.
You were nowhere to be found.
You ain't give a damn about us.
Shit. We was looking to the sky. They had us praying to all these different gods, and y'all didn't do nothing.
Ain't no friend of mine.
Yeah, it's some friends.
That's funny, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm doing?
What's up?
Hey, I'm doing. Oh, so I heard you say you download them books from UNESCO. Man, I told niggas it's not 8-value set. Download the daggone books, man. God damn, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good read there, though, Ben. The UNESCO conference, the people in Africa, yo, to see what their conclusion was. Remember I said you hear a lot of people saying what the conclusion was? Remember that?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to read this piece here. The particular one I was reading is the UNESCO, the people of ancient Egypt and the deciphering of the Moroccan script.
Yeah, that's the one they went. That's the one, yo.
You got to read this one because this really proves what we've been saying in here also about the Medu Neter, because Theophile Obenga has a presentation in here, and he's talking about the Negro African. There's a comparable paradigm of the grammatic structure of all African languages. And he compares like 6 to 7 different languages, and they all have the same sentence structure, and then he ties it into the Medu Neter, and it still has that same sentence structure. So, you know, there are people out there that say the Amun Ra Squad, you know, they might be able to read the Medu Neter, but at the end of the day, they got the translations from the white boy. Well, you know, that's not true, you know.
Said he said that. For the record, the general said he said that. We're going to call him Sergeant on that. We're going to call him Sergeant Seti whenever he says that. To demote you from the general to the sergeant. Yep,
that's cold. That's cold.
Yeah, and that's my man. That's my man. But he's a sergeant on that one, yo. It's my man.
Well, you know, people just are not understanding that, you know, there's a couple different ways to translate a language. I mean, they look at Africa as Hamito-Semitic because of the Bible and us being Hamites, and that one of the languages in Africa being Semitic. But when you look up the countries of Hamito-Semitic, only one of them is outside of Africa. So, and these are the languages that are supposed to make up Hamito-Semitic. All of these languages are really African languages. But when you try to translate the Medu Neter with languages outside of Africa, you're going to run into problems. Of course, the Semitic language, you know, it is a connection, but you're going to get some things wrong. But when you use the African languages and the Proto-Bantu languages and the Wolof and the Mandi and the other languages, you get a more accurate translation because those words are not only alive today, they have the same consonant sounds. So you're going to find words that have the same meanings, the same consonant sounds, and that's what they use to translate the Medu Neter today. So it's not as a dead language as people perceive it to be, like it's unreadable or anything like that. I mean, it's very much translatable, and I mean, I just wish people would actually take a class by, you know, some of our brothers or Raketi Amen or Mfudishi or, you know, some of the guys that can really break this stuff down, Wu Jawu. I wish somebody would take a class before they, you know, go out on the limb and say, them brothers, you know, they using a white boy, because we're not.
Nope.
Nope.
Matter of fact, we got the Magi on record. He sent the email to the white boy, and the white boy bowed down and said that his translations was wrong and the Magi's was correct.
Let me see. We'll go to the chat room real quick. Let me see. You know. Hey, if she got the golden age in the morning, yeah, I have a dumb question. Of course you got that book.
Yes, sir.
We both got that book.
I've been certain.
Hold on, let me real fast, man. We've been having my favorite Hebrew guy, who ain't really a Hebrew. He just want to masquerade around Hebrew. Nazir. Yes, I'm talking about you, yeah. You in the group starting trouble. Not starting trouble. Trying to pick academic fights. Let me come to Dr. Besberg real quick over this question of the Hyksos. Let me see. I think Ujao. What you got, Ujao? Hold on, man. Let me get him. We got Ujao. Let me see. Now there's Ujao. Real quick, let me get Ujao in here. Before we start the assault on the Hyksos question real quick. All right, so I got it. All right, hold on, man. Let's get the mastermind here real quick, man. Real fast, man. We got a lot of masterminds around here, man. Ujao. I'm a raw squad off. What's good, bro? Hecka. Let me get this straight. Media. God damn it.
If Hecka Multimedia. Hey, I'm a raw squad up, man. Yeah.
I appreciate the shirt. I appreciate the shirt. I love it. I can't wait to wear it.
Okay, good, man. You gotta take some pictures in it, man. Send it to me. Send it to me.
Yeah, man, that thing fly.
Hey, I want to give a greetings to Brother Ish, Uncle Keck, Ben, and everybody else on the phone. I think Brother Nahisi called in. I just called in, so I'm trying to just catch up. But I did hear you say something about the Hyksos, and I heard somebody talking about the Meta Nature. So I'm called in, and I'm ready to get it on and popping. So
all right, this is what I want to do. I want to do something.
Whatever.
I want to do this real fast. We got certain statements made that the Hyksos was black, right? What I want to do is I want to knock that shit out of here real quick. Right? Although they might be brown in color, they're not sub-Saharan African. I'm going to say this again. Based off of the fact that they inhabited the area of Zone 2, okay, which would clearly make them brown to light brown, okay, all right? But just because you're brown to light brown does not mean you're just sub-Saharan African. That's just for the record. But let's come to the great master teacher's work. We the Black Jews, Volume 1 and 2, and if need be, I'll show you what Dr. Ben himself said when he was writing his book. He was really finished with the shit. All right, so don't hang your hat on We the Black Jews when you try to play the Black Jew card. Don't do it to yourself. But we want to come right here, right, to page, I guess it would be what, 10, 20, anything? This is in the forward morning, right? Got the Roman numerals. Hey, Ben.
Yo.
You reading the Roman numerals? 10, 20, 10? No, you can't. I ain't going to do you like that. Anyway.
What, Roman numerals? Yeah.
Can you? All right, so we got three X's, a V, and two I's. What's that?
That sounds like 37.
Yeah, 30. You said 3 X's and 2 I's, 30.
5, 6, 7. It is 37.
Yeah,
all right, okay. Hell, if I tell a person 37 in the book, it ain't that. It is 37 because it's 10. The X's is 10, the V is 5, and 2 1s is 1. All right. But anyway, on XXX, V11, that's what y'all going to find. They say, you got to cut off and say full. They say when the Hyksos are called Egyptians, Africans, and pharaohs, as legitimately, they were neither. They were Asians from around the Oxen River. Now, the Oxen River, right, my research, go on the map, right, it'll be up there somewhere in, like, Uzbekistan, right, and the Oxen River in that area, you'll find Lapapis, that's like a stone. I'm probably saying the last part of it wrong, but a Zuli is a beach stone, right? Anyway, the Oxen River somewhere near Chaldea to modern-day Iraq, right? These people only ruled over the Delta region. All right, let's move on to the next page. He goes on to say that, let me see right here, he says, chief kings of the first non-African invaders, the Hyksos, right, in the Asian period. He gives the date from the 1675 to 1555. And the dates kind of coincide with the mythological character, right? If there was a chieftain called Abraham, he wouldn't even be a king. He would be considered a big boy. And maybe later on in the show, I'll read what a big boy is. He wasn't even a chief yet. I mean, they never even had a governmental system. So if he was in Egypt, which he wasn't, right, it would have been around that time period, the same time those Asiatics. And for the record, in the Bible, it's not even talking about Lower Upper Egypt, right? They talking about the Delta because they mentioned the city called Parameses. If you look on the map, Parameses is in the damn Delta. So the Hebrews, even if they wasn't in Egypt, they wouldn't have went nowhere past the damn Delta. Let's establish that, right, on historical record. And so for the record, according to the great master teacher, Dr. Ben, he lets you know that the quote-unquote Hyksos are foreigners. Right? And let me show you something right here. He goes on to say, he mentions the Hyksos as being shepherd kings. Right here, we want to correct that, if we may. He said the rulers of the Nile Valley were at the time Asians called Hyksos or shepherd kings of Bedouins. Shepherd kings of Bedouins, yeah, because they was definitely ruling Bedouins. They were in rulership over the quote-unquote coalition of Asiatic tribes, right, that kind of was already in the Delta, right, at least 7,000 years they're in the Delta, chilling, you know what I mean, humanitarian aid, just fucking chilling, you know what I'm saying, like on the outskirts. They was always in that Delta region, okay, but But you get other Asiatics coalition gather up together, and they take that one little portion of what they're calling Lower Egypt, right? But he makes a mistake here, and he says Shepherd Kings, but I don't even want to say it was a mistake, right? They didn't have the translations together when this book was written. I want y'all to know that. Based off the excavation of the city, they found the damn city. They call it Arvis, right? The indigenous word would be Daba, right? So Arvis, on the indigenous word Daba, right, is when they excavated and they realized that this was the capital of the Hyksos, right? Before that point, everybody was making a mistake. Flavius Josephus, right, he started that, talking about the Shepherd Kings. They're not called the Shepherd Kings. They're called foreign chieftains. And the Hyksos are not a people. I'm going to say it again. The Hyksos are not a people. That term is an Egyptian word, and we'll let Ujao and Ben and Ish go into it. That's an Egyptian word, Hyksos, Hikakasuk, and can be applied to what the Egyptians were called foreign chieftains. So you can apply that to Nubians. You can apply it to anybody that's a chief, right, that ain't from Egypt. You can apply that word, and that's where a lot of confusion comes in with people, right, because they don't research. They do the microwave scholarship. They do the Google shit, right? They ain't even messing with Wiki, because Wiki will tell you what it is, okay? So I just want to kind of clear it up a little bit without even getting into the heavy scholarship. I'll present you the heavy scholarship in a moment. I'm going to let the brothers kind of jump on that topic real quick, right? And then we might get some more questions from the thing. Anybody want to add to that real fast? Ujao, somebody?
Yeah, well, real quick, you pretty much summed it up, because that was something that I pointed out when the brother kept bringing up his opinion about the Hyksos. He's of the opinion that the Hyksos are the Cushites, and that's it, and they're not. But because the term Hyksos is used as far back as far as attested, and I posted this on Facebook, where the Hyksos are it's just a general phrase. It's a general phrase for any, like you said, a non-local or non-indigenous or non-native Egyptian, or Remich as they call themselves, a non-Remich person who's a chief, high official, or ruler of a foreign territory. So it could apply to anybody at that time, and so they applied it to the people that was in the Nehesi territory of Wawet, Magi, and the Nehesi territory, what they call Nubian today. So it was applied to all those foreigners in the South during the Sixth Dynasty, because they were doing some things in the South, and they wrote about them. But later on, when you're dealing with the Second Intermediate period, where the so-called famous Hyksos, or Hyksos as they say, that's what people are talking about, and that's where they get it mixed up. So now you got people going around saying, okay, the Hyksos must be Nubian, because the term early on in the Sixth Dynasty was applied to Nubians, but not Nubians as an ethnicity or race. It was just a phrase for foreign ruler. Anybody. If you were a ruler and you were foreign, that's what it is, because the word Hik is a common word in the language. It means ruler. And Kasut is a word for foreign. That's it. It's a simple, regular phrase. It became isolated with the later writers, like you said, who started the whole Hyksos thing and Shepherd Kings, and they misinterpreted that. So, you basically kind of said it all.
You know what? Now, I know why you know it. You know it because you can read the goddamn text, and y'all go through primaries, right? Let me tell you why I fucking know it, right? Because I just spend some money. If you spend some damn money on a scholarship, see, y'all can't get out of spending money on scholarship, man. I'm going to say it again. You can't get out of spending money on the real scholarship, man. Go, man, you can look at some of his videos. He got a whole fucking library behind him, man. Remember, man, you got to spend some money, man. All right? And so I got the actual excavation, and I say it all the time. Man, we ain't trying to hide this, man. We're not trying to hide our study patterns. We're not trying to hide our methodology. I give it to you, man, so you can join the process, okay? And so if you're going to talk about the Hyksos and you don't have the archaeological survey on the capital where the damn Hyksos and their tribes lived, right? You don't have a dog in the fight. So if you come to page 19, the white boy Bedford, watch this. On reference 76, he says, examples of use of the term Hyksos, excluding the 15th dynasty and their conquerors. Congenitors, my fault. He says, A, Seth, 1903, 1933, Nubian chiefs, Temple of Pepe I. So you go to Temple, the Pepe I, and you'll see the Nubian chiefs being considered Hyksos, chiefs, foreign chiefs. Go to, then you got Seth, 1903, 1933, Nubian chiefs, and the Temple of Pepe II. Then you got C, Abu Bakr. It's Anne Owenson, 1973. Page 193, 199, Nubian chiefs, Old Kingdom. So you can go to Old Kingdom where Nubian chiefs are considered Hyksos, simply means foreign chief. It's a damn it's a title, man. It is not a race of people in the first damn place. I said 100 times. Hyksos is not a people. It was a name that the Egyptians applied to the chiefs that were in charge of the Asiatic bands and Bedouin, man.
Yep.
And they happened to like
right.
it. And so for one of the first times in history, the damn niggas accepted the damn title. Shit, we like that. You know how a bunch of non-red people anyway, I like that. You can be calling them Willie the Lump Lump, and they say, I like that Willie Lump Lump. And they take it. Okay? You can go, let me see, you can go Seth Goonlock, 1961, Abel, 1963, Namark of Elephant. It say to whom he reported the tribute to the Magi, that is the labor taxes of the foreign chiefs, Middle Kingdom. Foreign chiefs, see, it's right there. Sinu, 93, when the Asiatic nomads began to pick quarrels and show hostilities towards the foreign rulers. I concealed their maneuvers. Sinuet the second. Oh no, Sin Wu Surat the first. Then you got Sinu 176. Thereupon got Atim used to send me royal gifts that he might rejoice the heart of the humble servant as is done for any foreign ruler. You know, that's the English, goddamn it. If you was any different, it would say Hyksos. And, man, you got another, 15 more references, man. That's why I know that the term was used prior to, you know what I'm saying, the invasion, right, or the easing in, right, of these coalition of Asiatic damn groups, man. Come on, man. This is easy work for the squad, man. Ain't nobody spending no money. That Google shit is out the door, man. And they routinely do it over and over and over and over and over again and continue to get smacked down. Listen, Gozy, turn on 8 liners over. Just Gozy.
Peace and love, bro. Peace and love. I'm a rock squad up. What's happening?
What's going on, bro?
Good. Chilling, man. Y'all getting it in, man. Hotel, brother. Y'all getting it in on that Hyksos, man. I'm glad you're getting it in on that, man. I know from my research of the Hyksos, not the Nubians, because it does mean foreign ruler or foreign king or foreign rulers, but even the ones that came in, or foreign chiefs, even the people that came in the beginning of the 12th dynasty and took over the 15th dynasty and got kicked out in the 18th dynasty when Amos kicked them out, those people were nothing but Amorites. They were Asiatics, or Amu, that lived in the Canaan area before other groups came in. They were Amorites. The same people that was partially responsible, or the people that the Greeks call Phoenicians. Phoenicians didn't call themselves Phoenicians. When the Greeks came there, they called them Phoenicians because of the attire or certain color that they wore. So we got to be careful with a lot of the terms, that we use. Those were they were nothing but Amorites that lived west of the Arabian Peninsula or all through the Levantian area. And that's where they were, and that's who they were. They were Amorites, from my research.
Yeah. Just real quick, I want to give a primary reference, because that's just how we do. In reference to the Hyksos being used for the Nahisi territories of what's being called Nubians, and that's in the biography of Winnie. It's in line 46 for anybody want to look it up, and that's from the 6th dynasty. So way back from the 6th dynasty, that's how the phrase was used. but then it was later used for the people that Brother Ngozi just spoke about. The people of the second intermediate period from the 14th through the 17th dynasty, they used that term for those rulers. So that's where a lot of confusion is being cross-wired. And then also I saw somebody post some pictures of so-called Hyksos statues on Facebook, but those statues are not Hyksos. One statue was actually Nima At-Ra, Nisubiti Nima At-Ra, which we know as Amenemhet III. That's his statue right there. And how we know, because we read the glyphs, it says it right there. That's his statue, but they call it a Hyksos king. But he's from the 12th dynasty, prior to them coming in and taking over of Lower Kemet. So that's what people have to just, like you said, people have to spend money or at least spend time and energy and stop microwaving and just look into things. I would tell people to learn the language. You can't be fooled because you can read it yourself. You don't have to look at a picture with all these inscriptions around it and then just guess. No, just read the inscriptions because
that's doing.
It tells you exactly what's going on right there in the scene. And one more thing, I posted up something earlier today about the Hyksos, where you can see Hyksos, you can see how they look, how they were depicted by the scribes themselves.
They look like
Yes, exactly. You can see them right there. I posted a picture of the word Hyksos right there. If people could read it, it's right there in the middle, and they're paying tribute. They're coming to pay tribute, so it's like a little caravan of them walking and coming. And they're not Cushites, they're not Nubians, they're not Magi or anything like that. So, that's
Hey, Brother Wujah, can I ask you a question? Isn't it true that they came in the 12th dynasty quietly, like they start coming in like piece by piece, like looking for jobs, and then when they grew in numbers in the late 14th dynasty, that's when they finally took over, going into the 15th dynasty until almost.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Exactly. Exactly. They came in peacefully and basically unnoticed and undisturbed, not causing trouble whatsoever. But then it was the internal problems that weakened Lower Kemet, and they took over what's called a virus, and then they started ruling and they started taking over from there, and that's really how it built up. So by the time the 15th dynasty came, here they are ruling, and then you had co-rulership. You had a rulership in Lower Kemet, and then a rulership out of Waset or Thebes in upper Kemet. So you had this split of the kingdom at that point. So 15 to 17. By the time the 18th come out, they got driven out by, like you said, Athmos and Kathmos and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's exactly right.
Mm-hmm. Let me read this real quick on page 21, 2, 3. That's in the forward, the introductory overview. Now, I mentioned parameters. It says the location of Arvius, right? Okay, capital city of the Hyksos, and of parameters, the Delta residence of the 19th dynasty, was still a matter of considerable debate among scholars in the mid-1960s, who largely favored P. Melton's notion that Pyrameses was situated at Tanis. A huge amount of archaeological evidence yielded by the Australian excavation at Tel El-Daba, right? That's obvious. There's a name, Tel El-Daba, since 1966, has fairly well settled the debate, confirming El-Habak's proposal to identify come on, you got to stop texting me on your phone. Y'all can hear you. To identify the site with obvious parameters. That's built 1981, page 230 and 231. Okay? So extensive excavation at Tel Daba in the Eastern Delta from 1966 to 1969 and continually since 1975, directed by M. Belt. So if you want to know about Hyksos, look up M-BIETAK. Here's a tip for you. I'm telling you, whenever you're dealing with a subject matter, deal with the person who did the first-hand research on the fucking subject matter. Stop reading books about the shit and read books from people who actually published the work, man. All right? This will be the defining moment in your research. You, the person, is not doing the excavation on the site, right? You can't make a determination. You got to go to the people that actually did the. So that's why when we talking to Son Jetty and Brother Ngozi, you know what I'm saying? They in the lab, man. They looked at cells, man. They looked at DNA. First-hand research, man. All right?
Spell that one more time.
Fucking lab. That is the Australian's name. He's Australian, right? And if you want to do some Google shit, this is the time to do the Google shit. That's M-BIETAK. He's an Australian, and he did the excavation, right, at Daba, or Arius, Avaris, or D.A. Belk on behalf of the Australian Archaeological Institute. Australian Archaeological Institute in Cairo. Pivotal to the discussion of the Hyksos, since they provide a stratified sequence of occupation and funerary remains at the site from the late Middle Kingdom to the end of the Second Intermediate Period. Belk, 1981. All right, man. That's the point I'm trying to make. And if you're not looking at this work and you talking shit, you're going to get beat up and smacked up with the Raw Squad quality. That's the first video I ever did in my whole life, man. It was on the Hyksos. I made some mistakes in that video, but so be it. We get better. But y'all should already know I'm a smack a Hebrew up type of nigga all day. I promise you this. You just gotta leave me alone with this stuff. That's why I don't even debate the Hebrews no more, because it's foolishness for me. It's called piling on. You bury them, and then you dig them up, and you bury them again. Then you dig them up, and you smack them, and you throw them around. Then you bury them again. You done enough of that, man. So this Hyksos debate ain't even a debate. It's those who can't read the text or get the information that translate the text for you. This whole book is full of primaries. I'm dealing with primaries. Primary text, I know what text to go to, all the primaries. And then if I need to, I can go to the brothers and sisters on the squad that will confirm the translations, man. We got squad members with family that do archaeological digs, first-hand research. I mean, it's shit like that. I've been on an archaeological dig. I know what it smell like out there, man. I know what it look like. You ain't dealing with a whole lot. You dealing with little pieces of shit. Come on, man. Y'all got to stop that, man. You know, got to calm down, take a deep breath, man, and love being who you are, man. Let me get this call real quick, man. All right? 11111, your line is open. Black African Power. I'm Raw Squad Up.
Oh, peace. I wanted to just say shout out to the motherfucking, to the real. Y'all put that show together what was that, like 2 weeks ago, man? That shit, I was impressed, man. That thing was, how do you say, big? You say big? That was really, really big, man. I don't care. I do your props for that one.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Man, definitely, man. You had the culture in there. I mean, you dropped the culture conversation, man. I mean, you had the OGs. It was like, wow. I mean, you know, a nigga can't imagine when a nigga, you know what I mean? Like that shit.
Appreciate it.
Shout out, you know what I mean? Peace out to Brother Ish, too, man. I think you about to enter into a really good conversation. You got a really good chance to really, you know, with that Morris thing, to really link what happened. Like, because, again, I always say that people think that the Moors really lost and got defeated in Spain. But, you know, you can dig into that information and show that, yo, it was a bubonic plague for 150 years. These niggas said, we quit. Y'all can have this shit. It was poor white people standing outside the gates and everybody else is dead. Do you want to stay there? Like, so you can follow the trail, see where they went, and you can see how it all happened. It wasn't no war, no guns was shot, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and of course the slavery thing, but slavery wasn't what we didn't start off like we thought it was. You know what I'm saying? They was enslaving the white boys, so it was just a practice. It wasn't. It's just something that just went awry. You know what I mean? So I definitely think that you can get into a real conversation with them and show, like, you know, how the Moors went up into Denmark, up until, you know what I mean, that was a Spanish colony, all of that, Belgium, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Nobody even knows that was Spain, you know what I'm saying, the Venetians and how they went to England. So you got a good conversation with you.
Man,
Absolutely. We'll get it in. Thank you, Priest King.
No doubt. Peace to the squad, man. And, we keep building, man. I know. My man Ngozi out there. Ngozi had a motherfucking, hold up. Ngozi, when you sat in that room and shit, it should have been like, tonight's feature presentation. Like, them niggas was on silent. He had all three of them niggas. He was in alliance, and he had them niggas on mute. It was like school in session.
Oh, the argue
I
was
swear,
stuff.
Man.
Appreciate it, brother. The argue.
Man, he put that thing down. It was like,
we had a ball, man. That's how
you notice he ain't reposted that, right?
Man, look, nothing.
Well, they didn't want to see 6 bodies on the ground. Like, it was 6 bodies. I mean, Red tried to say, Red kept it real. Red was like, listen, man, this brother just said some of the realest shit I ever heard in my life. Hey, I had a nice time with the brothers, man. It was love, yo. It was much love.
You went in, man. You went in. Like, that was
hey, the brother Benjamin, though, Team Osiris, that brother, hey, that's a weapon right there. He got some shit, too, though. You got to see that, I don't know if you seen the little thing he did when he was in Nubia and Kemen, and he brought the Neurotic script, yo. That was hot, yo. And recently with Team Osiris, remember Brother Kansu, they did the thing on the Yoruba, the Rishas and Meteru. He put it down, yo.
I didn't see that, but I did see the Egypt trip. That was dope, though. He brought the script out and showed it all the way. That was dope. You know what I mean? That was definitely dope. And you know what, though? Jonathan asked him a question. I did see that. Jonathan asked him a question about suiting, right? And he's like, why is it new? Right. So that kind of question, I was kind of, I was thinking like, kind of the reason why is because of Newt. You know what I'm saying? Newt is the God that we always reference. Like, you want to, like, see, this is like when you get into, like, the ingredients of the word. They say we doing NS, right? So now it's Newt, and then it's the S, which means that you link to Newt. So it's just like the Sa boot, this is the new Sit Biddy. So now you have the NSB. So now you got the Newt that's linked to you got the body that's linked to Newt. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So Newt is first.
I think you were saying something about that.
Hold on, man. Y'all freeze for a minute, man. Hold on. Freeze for a minute, man. Let me get Smash Rockwell, man. Let me get the Magi's. Arrow up.
Oh, Gorge eyes.
Magi Art in the building. Arrows up. What's up, y'all? Y'all having a good build.
Yeah, protect your eye socket. He's in the building.
Yeah, I've been practicing my archery as well. I'll put up a video in a minute, but I'm glad you brought me in right at the time because I referred back to Brother Ujahu with the same question, and it's something that's been on my mind for a moment, and I think the phenomenon we were talking about, and we often discuss honorific transposition, which is simply we transpose some of the characters in the name and pronunciation to honor certain things. And so my question I posed was if the term Nisut, because graphically it is spelled Sutin, or you can read it Sutin graphically. A lot of the art sometimes, I guess we got a few brothers who could speak on that. But one thing I noticed is not necessarily Newt in the word. The word Newt isn't in there. It's Ni, it's like an N, and then there's a soup plant, and then it's a T. And so it's like of the South is what it really kind of like says to me. But others can, or more accurately, it would be of the sledge plant. But again, I think the question was answered by Ujahu when he said that it was the sledge plant that was being honored. Or do you want to chime in on that, Ujahu?
I was going straight there.
Yeah, I was saying that's what I was saying. And that was the conversation we had. The suit, because the suit was significant, just like the B or the BT is significant. But in Sutin, it's not Newt in there because the N, the wavy sign, which is an N, is really what they call a genitival adjective. It means belonging to, or belonging to, or of. When I say need Kemet, I'm saying belonging to Kemet. So we don't have to say Kemetic. We say Ni Kemet or Ra Ni Kemet, which means the utterances belonging to Kemet, the land of Kemet. So the same thing with Ni Sut is he who belongs to this position or this idiom of the suit that represents the king, you know, and it's more to it, but there's no nut in there. It's just that
the nut is the end is the thing. See, that's why you stay onto these phonetics. You're just taking the one thing. Every time you speak something, it's the whole thing. It's not just one thing.
Well, that's not how it works, brother. It's in the grammar. You don't understand how the grammar.
I'm sure it's cool. I mean, you can work it how you work it. I mean, you can continue to work.
No, I'm saying, but okay, check it out. I'll work with you. I can work with you, but what I want to say is that the word nut is not in there. Like, as long as you could say, as long as you agree with me there, then I'm cool because it's not in there.
No, I definitely agree. I'm telling you. No, I do agree with you. I'm telling you the end. He said the end. I'm telling you what is the end. I'm saying you're saying that's the end. I'm telling you what is the whole pronunciation of the word end. You see what I'm saying?
The word is ni. The word is ni. It is spelled in English letters. It's N-Y. That's how it's spelled.
No. Anytime you see an N, I'm sorry. Anytime you see an N, it's N-U-N. Okay. Anytime you see an N. You have to deal in the ingredients.
That's not correct.
That's
not right, though. Correct.
Like, see, y'all dealing in phonetic values. See, and that's why y'all having like that's why y'all cannot pronounce
it goes beyond. Listen, it goes beyond phonetic value. Actually, that N is a logogram. It stands for a whole word, and it means ni. And we translate that word as the English word of. The preposition, what they call it, a genitive, is belonging to a of. Of
everything,
so it's like
everything belongs to N. Everything belongs to Nu. Everything. Us, we.
Dude,
that's how it
do
is.
you study metal?
Yeah,
I study enough to know that it needs work. That's what
Have you ever looked at the name Nisut in Medu Netter? I'm just not. Have you really ever looked at the name?
I have seen.
You have not.
I have seen.
You paused for too long.
I have seen Sutin. Listen, I mean, again, I just want to say I've seen Sutin. I've seen that several times. But and the point is, you know what I mean? Have you ever seen the word Kepara?
All right, yeah, I have. And here's definitely. But let me go back to what you said, because you said you're saying Sutin. I just want. All right, I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
Because
I have seen Kepara. I said that.
How about that? Where'd you get the P from?
We've already seen us. I read that word publicly just at the last week.
Where'd you get the P from?
We both did. Let me answer that real quick. The word, the sign for Kepler is a beetle. It represents 3 consonants. The P is the final consonant in that word.
Where'd you get it from? Where'd you get the P?
What do you mean? The P is within the word. That's like
when was the letter P introduced into the language? Do you know that?
The P is a voiceless bilabial plosive. It was in the language from the start. So what are you talking about?
No, you're incorrect. The P comes from the Greek. With the Ptolemy, the P is actually
that's not true. That's not true.
Hold on. Listen,
y'all don't know the language. Y'all don't know the language. Y'all
probably
think it's a J. Is there a J? Is there a J in metal letter?
Okay, let me pause. Let me pause you for a second. Hold up. What you're doing is confusing. Hold up. You're confusing the script or the orthography, which is the script, from the actual sound P. P is a bilabial voiceless plosive. You're talking about the actual letter P. That's what you're talking about. I'm saying that you're making this sound and you're not using the correct reference to the ingredient. I'm saying that you're thinking that you're using a P when there's no such thing as a P. That's sending you back to a There
road.
is. Listen,
what are you talking about?
The P is a bilabial voiceless plosive that exists in many languages, not the actual.
No. Show me the glyph. Show me the glyph for.
Dude. It's just a square. Am I incorrect?
I can't believe you're asking me to show you a glyph over the phone. I really can't believe you asked me.
I can show you, but that's how the Metal Netter works. Check it out. I think I can show you that glyph over the phone. If I'm correct, the P is simply a square. Am I
It
incorrect?
is.
So you can see the metal nature right now. You can see the metal nature. The P is a square. So now what?
Yeah, but listen, brother,
there is no P sound. There is no P sound. And you can put it if you want to, but there is no P sound. And everyone,
listen, brother,
everyone that knows language knows that there is no P sound. The P is introduced by the group.
What are you talking about? There's no P sound.
Wait, you said everyone. Wait. Hold up. You said everyone. Name somebody. No, look at all. Come on. Slow down.
How about that?
Name
Someone
somebody.
who studies languages and doesn't just study.
Name somebody. Give me a name.
Doesn't just repeat and regurgitate.
Give me a name. Give me a name. Give me a name.
I just told you that. I just told you that.
No, but you said everyone.
This is called one of the moments. Let's relax. Hold on. This is called one of those moments, the moment of clarity. Now, everyone knows. I like that. Right. But we want to know who the hell knows. Give us a specific name and a specific reference of the person that knows. You got the
man. Like I said, the reality is, I did a lecture on this. A 2-hour lecture on my website. It changed the whole thing. Now the whole conversation is being kind of. I'm not here to present the argument. The argument was presented. Everyone else has been adjusted. You guys can take your time. It doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying?
All right, that's good.
Wait. Did you just say we got to take a turn to be adjusted?
Take your time. Again, I'm not the person. I think Brother Reggie just said that. Yo, do not pick up another Metal Netter book again. I got the formula now. This is it. These dudes is bullshitting. You don't buy none of that shit. I think the brother just said. I didn't say that.
He said that.
Listen. I want to say something real quick, and we can end the conversation.
I think polite and them just think, we use a symbiotic right now. We about to come to a whole other way of studying this thing. I think Inky jumped in on that. They're about to do a book. I think Sarah Study just came in the conversation.
That's great.
Cool.
That's great.
I don't feel like
who called polite?
No one is disputing my argument, but okay, cool. And you guys say you guys aren't disputing the fact. I just
want to say one sentence. I want to say one sentence, and I'm done with it. Listen, you said that the piece that the Greeks invented the piece.
You know what you're doing? Hold on, Joe. You know what you're doing? The nigga never gave us a name, yo. So it's over with the conversation, yo. Like, why keep going back and forth? He doesn't have a name. Let's move on. It makes no sense. Your check made it out of the match. Come back with the source and the reference. You can get back in. Because we want to know why you think. The only way we can know why you think, right, or how you're thinking is based off of the source and reference that you give.
Well, Dr. Ben will tell you. Dr. Ben tells my point. That the name was not.
Relax. We want the people to hear the conversation.
No, I'm checkmated.
We're not even talking about the Greek.
I want to get out of checkmate.
No. You said it's my point.
Fuck out of here.
Hey,
hold on.
Hey, wait a minute.
Now, hold on.
When the person is checkmated.
Hold on. Wait. Everybody freeze for a minute.
You guys have never checkmated me.
Hold on. So we got an ad hominem. What do you call it? Ad hominem. You know what an ad hominem comes in?
Come on.
You beat a person to half to death, and they have nothing else to say. They start calling your names. Bro,
you won't accept Dr. Ben as a reference. You won't accept Dr. Ben.
No, wait a minute. So is that?
You won't accept John Henry Clark? Everyone tells you that they did not call it Pharaoh. They did not call it pyramid.
So everyone's wrong. So that's your reference. Hold on. Wait. So that's your reference that there aren't any P's in the language.
That is my reference. Dr. Ben is my reference. That there's no pharaohs. Dr. Ben is my reference. There's no pharaoh.
Okay, that ain't even an argument. You just moved the goalpost, man.
That ain't no fucking argument. I'm the priest king. You don't argue with me. I teach y'all this.
Wow. I get the clown up out of here, man. This ain't clown night. Get through up out of here.
Hey, man, that was funny.
It's not amateur night, bro. It's not amateur night.
But guess what, though, man, John? There's no
amateur night on the Honor Rock Squad show.
I like that right there. He said, I don't check, man.
Are you a priest king when there are no P's in that language? I just want to know.
Well, again, I'm one of un. I'm a sorcerer. I'm way beyond that.
I'm one of
saying, I came out to give y'all niggas
who is un?
Some credit because y'all doing the thing.
You're one of us. One of un. You're one of who?
I'm one of un.
He said he's from the onion. He said,
man, who are you, man?
Hey, let's just build off real. Let's just who one of the first deities. So I mean, we know Ptah, right? But then I think he trying to build off something Shaka almost said when Shaka was like, "It's not Ptolemy, it's just Ptolemy. The Greeks don't say the P." And I think he may be confusing that with Kemet. But we are, if you look at how the word is spelled, there's a ideogram or there's a phonogram for each sound in the name Ptah, for each consonant. One is a square, one is the half loaf of bread, and one is the twizzled cord or what have you.
Yeah,
exactly.
The helix looking thing.
Exactly. And so we know that each one of these sounds represent a consonant. So that
and
the
how
P
old
is
is
relevant and prevalent. Exactly. He's one of the first deities, the creator. So the P was there before everything else.
The brother is confusing. The brother is confusing the actual character of the letter P versus the sound P. That's how come I said, and notice he didn't say anything. It is a voiceless bilabial plosive. The letter B is a voiced bilabial plosive. That's why the P and the B interchange in so many languages, because it's articulated the exact same way. One uses the vocal cords, one doesn't. That's it.
So you're saying that they had a sound, but they didn't have a, they had a sound, but they didn't use it, and then they didn't have a glyph for it. Now again, you want to talk about?
No, nobody said that. What you just said, you just made that up. The P sound is in the language and is represented by what Jonathan said already, the squares.
That is all. Again, that's the Greek. That's when the Greeks introduced that into language. That's why you get Ptolemy. And again, like I said, I mean, you can argue that
this sign existed before the Greeks. This sign existed before the Greeks.
It did not. It did not. Again, so I'm wrong. Like I said, all
right, means you're gonna talk over me. All right, it's cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Priest King, you're steady drunk. You know how?
Because that's the thing. Like, the thing is like, y'all like, yo, you trying to say the Armin Rock squad is wrong? Nobody's trying to say the Armin Rock. I'm saying that the thing needs work. You want to keep getting beat up like you got the shit corner, then cool, keep getting beat up, but you're never gonna. I mean, you like
this started by you incorrectly saying in the word nisut, you said the word nut is in it. That's where it started. You were wrong, man. You just wrong. Accept
man,
it.
I said the N ingredient. I said N, S, and
D.
You said it was nut. I'm done in ingredient.
You said it was nut.
Nah, you said
N, S, and grid.
You said
y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. I said
you
N,
said
S,
nut. I mean, the show is recorded, brother. The show
is recorded. We gonna go back and you gonna say
what? You know what I meant. I'm talking about. See, maybe you don't.
How do I know what you meant?
Again, because you're not on my level. You don't know what I mean. You don't.
Because you're a priest of Un or whatever.
I got a question for the priest king. I got a question for the priest king. What was that history that you was breaking down about Caesar and the Tsar, priest king?
Caesar and the Tsar.
Well.
Oh Lord.
When you dealing with that's the thing. Like, here's a better thing. Like, here's what I'm saying why you can't decipher a word. Because again, anytime you ask me a question about a word, I should be able to pull out the ingredients, the consonants, and tell you what that word means. Just from the C, S, and O.
Well,
I can see that the C represents the ka. I can see that the S is a sign that represents the link, and the R is the rock. But see, y'all say the R is God, but then they say the R is a
nobody
is a man.
R is a God. What
we ain't
or
never
like the
said
sun.
that.
R is the sun. R is the sun.
Man, how long we gonna do this?
Some people say R is a man. So, but it's a man kind of God. So again, that's why.
Somebody stay entertained. Somebody stay entertained, boy.
That's what Ka-Sar is. The Ka-Sar is the manifestation of a star. Okay. So again, you did on an
we're gonna give you another 10. Hey, priest, we're gonna give you another. But you did name some names, and I was cognizant of the names you named. You named Brother Reggie. You named General Seti. You also named Polite. And it was like you were saying, they was trying to form some adjustment type shit, but they can get it too. Let's get this all straight. Put the goddamn record. Scholarship all day long, everybody can get it. Let's get that understood. Right off the goddamn top. Hell with all that shit.
Yeah.
It's just scholarship. So all scholarships will be checked any damn way. It's not a problem. So we can all check each other's scholarships. We can go to everybody's website, every goddamn thing, and we can check everybody's shit out. I got all goddamn day long in this motherfucker. I will read every motherfucking thing from pillar to post. I will look at everybody. I will do it all. It's just fucking scholarship. But everybody can motherfucking get it around this motherfucker. Let's get it straight. Black African power. I'm a raw squad the fuck up. Now let's move on. Now,
that's right.
So fucking what? Because you can get it. All that shit. Everybody making ad hominems. Everybody mentioning names. Y'all can't read this. Y'all can't read that. That's a bunch of bullshit. Niggas read that shit in front of the whole fucking world at the conference. Part of the motherfucking bullshit. I can't take it no more. I can't hold my motherfucking tongue. Now, if you think we can't read that shit, step the fuck up. That go for anybody who think we can't read. No matter how high your goddamn title is in the black community. Let's get it the fuck in on a scholarly level and let's see who can do what. Now,
there's only one number one. That's I'm a raw squad. That's it.
All right. And it's always the people who can't read it talking about other people who can't read it.
Why you name a bunch of folks that don't read Metal Nature? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
If my source... So damn, now Polite can't read. Polite was just in Egypt on the phone with Jonathan. That's not fair, man.
Metal Nature?
No.
We're not going to do that.
No.
Why can't we just
he can't.
I just want you to answer that question.
Right attitude.
Nigga, you mentioned the motherfucker. No, you started that crazy shit.
Because I'm thinking, because we all trying to grow here, but y'all niggas about to get
nigga, you ain't trying to grow. You ain't trying to grow, Priest King. You growing pseudo niggas killed, man. You about to get these niggas killed, man. That ain't right, man. These niggas ain't right.
Okay.
All right, well, tell all the niggas you just named
But Priest King, I keep asking you a question for a reason, Priest King. I'm asking you that question because somebody on this phone taught Polite Metal Nature.
That's right.
Obviously he thought they put him wrong. He thought he put him wrong.
You didn't put around and put Polite name on the conversation. That's Polite ain't said shit. Then you stupid at all. Polite ain't said shit. You didn't do that nigga.
I said he said he was going to do a book. He did say he was going to do a book. He said that. He said he was going to do a book.
Yeah, but that ain't right. Reggie name.
Have you read the other book?
Said something about niggas can't.
Because Reggie ain't said that shit like that. I'm saying everybody else.
That ain't even right, bro.
I'm going to shut up, man.
I don't even get it, man.
I'm going to shut up.
Priest King, stand on your own. Stand on your own. You were wrong about Nut, and you're wrong about the P. Let's move on, please.
For real, stop trying to throw other people in the game.
I can't be wrong about
Reggie.
And I can't be wrong
So
about
we call them and they say you wrong, then what?
Say I'm wrong about what?
I can't believe you.
Then if we call them and they say you wrong, then what?
Wrong about what?
If we call them and they say you wrong, then what?
What am I wrong about?
How about that? We'll put Polite on the show.
What am I wrong about?
So this was
what am I wrong about?
Hold on, please. Let's do this, yo. Hold on for a minute. Check this out. We'll put Brother Reggie on the show, Brother Polite on the show, Sarah Stream Shady in the show. You know what I'm saying? And then and let's just hear their side of the story, yo, because you done mix it in and fucks it all up with all that shit, man. Ain't nobody going to judge nobody around here.
Man, Priest King be mixture making, man. I'm telling you, y'all got to be careful with Priest King, man. He's slick with it.
He is, man. Listen, we all fucking each other with that shit, man.
Hey, I think we got 5 minutes on the show, don't we?
He ain't the one wearing that cape at the conference, was he?
Man, look,
I know this. I know, brother.
I'm on y'all side. I don't want to see y'all get murked like that. I don't want to.
Oh, my Lord, man.
The last thing I want to do is see the pseudo killer get killed. That would be the worst thing in the world.
Hey, I'm trying to ask real quick, though. What's the big deal? I don't know what's the big deal. Brother Ujahu wrote a book on the Metal Nature. It's like 360 pages. If anybody, or probably more than that, if anybody reads that book, they're going to have a grasp of the Metal Nature. It's a beginner's introduction. And so I don't understand. If somebody want to contend against it, they can at least look at somebody's work and say, this dude right or this dude wrong. You know what I'm saying? You gotta at least
no,
do
what
the due
we're
diligence.
saying is we just trying to take it a little further. We trying to, once we transliterate the word, once you get the glyphs, and then you come into NPR, you got HPR. We want to be able to go straight from the glyphs.
Yo, now you going back and stop.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the we?
Well,
Who's the we?
All right, how about we cut to the chase,
my
Priest King?
constituency.
Are you gonna get up on stage, Priest King?
Hell no.
Are you gonna get?
I'm not the next black. What am I
Technique.
I'm not the next black.
See?
The next black brother.
I knew it.
Hell no. Hell no. You got to get up there, brother.
Hold on.
Oh, no, you getting up there,
this.
brother.
Let me do this for a minute. I'm going to mute him out. I'm going to mute the Priest King out. That's an infraction of pumping motherfuckers.
Hell no.
You didn't do
Popping all that shit. You're trying to get on stage.
Hell no.
Light on the bus. You say they planning on the justice. You did all of that, Priest King, just to say you don't leave them by themselves.
Hell no.
Not get on the stage.
And you don't want to get on the stage. But I thought you teach us. I thought you teach us, though. That's what he told us. He a priest of some deity he made up. Now you talking about he teaching us.
He the preacher.
Onions.
He said
he's the unone and he's the priest of Caesar.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi or whatever the hell he said. But you don't want to get on the stage? Oh, man, that's foul, bro. That's foul, bro.
Wow.
You're so confident on the phone, but you don't want to get on the stage and battle it out.
Hey, look, it started off with Jonathan corrected him about Nut. When Jonathan corrected him about Nut, then the whole thing diverted.
I just don't understand. You so confident in your research, but you don't want to get on the stage.
Hold on for a minute, Ben. Look, man, we got 90 seconds to call in. We got another hour left. You're the Priest King. See everybody on the motherfucker. See everybody naming that shit. Boy, you crazy, Priest King. That ain't right, boy. Yo.
Oh, hell
you did
no.
that.
I don't be understanding that, man. Cats be running their mouth trying to get up on the stage, and they gotta,
Oh, no. And then he didn't say I think about it. He said, hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. Hey,
he said there's no P in the language. He said there's no P in the language.
Come on, man. Hold on. You got to call the number 247-857-2055.
Man.
You got to call in and hear the rest of the show. All right? You can't be on the internet listening to the show. You got to call in. Call the number 347-857-2055. And for the record, Priest King, just threw everybody underneath the motherfucking bus. God damn it. Boy.
Hell no. Like they planned it.
That's the new shit right there, boy. Hey, Wujawu, I need a shirt. Wujawu. It's gonna say, "Can I read Metal Nature?" Hell no.
We're gonna make a shirt. Priest King, look, Priest King on the front. Can I read Metal Nature?
Hell no.
Popping all that shit.
Oh,
hey,
y'all
man, take it back,
boy.
Take all that shit
y'all,
back.
I'm not taking it.
I'm taking that shit back. All right, look, let's come to page. Look, page 21. Hold on, man. Introduction real fast, man. Let me kick introduction real fast, man.
Oh, that shit was funny.
All right. It was funny. This in the book, the Hyksos, the New Historical and Archaeological Perspective, right? It says it should be emphasized, right, from the outset that the term Hyksos is known in Egyptian sources from as early as the Middle Kingdom and was used to designate, right, foreign princes, Amorites or Canaanites of Syrian and Palestine, Asiatics in Egypt, and Canaan were traditionally labeled Amu, not Hyksos. Alternative interpretations of the term Hyksos include wretched Asiatic settlers in the Delta during the 12th and 13th dynasties. They say the people or rulers of the 15th. Y'all gotta come on, man. I'm gonna mute y'all lines though. Y'all making too much noise, man. Damn, go ahead. It's a Delta during the 12th and the 13th dynasties. It's a the people or rulers of the 18th dynasty and the people of the Middle Age canon. It seems, however, that this designation does not refer to a people or to the specific ethnic group, as assumed by Joseph Flavius. Remember I said that? That's where Dr. Ben had gotten that from. Okay, it say, but rather was applied exclusively to rulers of Asiatic dynasty who bear the title rulers of foreign lands. In other words, it is a term describing political status applied to the rulers and not their subjects in the Delta. At the same time, right, the archaeological record in the Delta and canon provides the best testimony that we are dealing with a regional political economic system that prospered in the Delta during the period of the Hyksos rule, right? I want to come down to the bottom and put this in. It says, for those who think that the Hyksos are reading and fucking right. He says, although the Hyksos did not leave any inscriptions in their native language, nor any text of mythological or religious nature, the available monastic testimony strongly implies a Semitic or Amorite origin. That's what Brother Goes was saying. It says their ancestors who migrated from Canaan and Syria to the eastern delta from the 12th dynasty onward were identified by the Egyptians as Amu. Speaks of Western Semitic dialect. There you go, goddammit. Let me open up the line, man. 803, your line is open. I'm going to rock squad up.
Peace to everybody on the line. Peace to the squad. Brother Patal, what's happening?
Hey, man, what's good, man? Patal, what's up with you, bro?
Man, almost ready to re-up. A couple of pairs left. Just chilling.
Oh, how they like them shoes or what, bro?
Yeah, you know it. Yeah, but y'all got an interesting conversation going on tonight. It's real comical. It's a fun show. That Priest King dude, I don't know about that dude.
He's a long supporter of the squad. He's a long supporter of the squad, man. Just crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it many times on the show. So yeah, it's funny though. Yeah, but didn't we have a conversation or some scholarship on the Nasut or the Sultan? When the foreign rulers came in, they kind of couldn't read the glyphs and kind of.
No, they can't read the glyphs. They never could. They never
right,
could.
and they kind of read it backwards, and that's kind of where the Sultan came from.
Nah, that's bullshit, man.
That's bullshit, man. No.
Yeah, because actually, it's not backwards like Jonathan said. It's graphically transposed. So when you look at it and you read it, it says you spell it out. It would say Sultan, but how you pronounce it and say it'd be Nisut. Just like the name Tutankhamun. Everybody says Tutankhamun, but the word Amun is written first. So if you read it how it's written, you would say Amun Tutank. But nobody says it that way. And this is what we call honorific transposition and graphic transposition. That's what's going on.
Okay, so maybe they didn't read it backwards, but maybe they read it incorrectly. They pronounced it incorrectly.
No, they just didn't know the grammar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's big with Meta Nature. You'll be saying stuff all mixed up because it doesn't go in specific order, like Brother Wujawu said. When I first read King Tutankhamun's Shenu, I was confused as hell. I was like, who is on 210? Who is that?
It's also interesting that, their particular king, this day and age, or within the, last millennium, their particular king's names were either not just Caliph, but Sultans as well. So, to me, it just seemed interesting.
Yeah, and I'm not, just like I tell Ujahu, even though I understand the rule, and I would teach it if I have to, I'm just not in full agreement with the honorific transposition rule all the way across the board. I think it deserves further research because we find instances where this same phenomenon is not occurring with the certain same ideograms or same phonograms or the same glyphs. You know what I'm saying? In one particular instance I mentioned to Ujahu was the name of Ramesu. We say the Su at the end, and it's written at the end. But that's the same Su from the soup plant or from the Nisut. And so the question I pose, and I will add further research too, and look at other names and pull out other instances, is why in certain instances is it not? Why in certain instances is it not transposed? You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, because when you look at it, we got to consider homographs because the same sign is used for two different words that sound alike, and this is what the Remnants were good at, what we call paronymy. So they would take two words that sound alike and combine. So soot in the soot plant in Ramasu is a suffix pronoun, him, the word him. But the soot plant in Nisut is dealing with the king. It's dealing with a different word that denotes king. So it's a different word, although the same sign is used. So we got to take that into consideration.
Oh, that's a great explanation. That's wonderful. That's good right there.
All right. Yeah, I was to
hold on, man. Hold. Let's come to fragment 42. Methanos, Egyptica, right? It says, and unexpectedly, from the region of the east, invaders of pure race marched in confidence of victory against our land. By main force, they easily overpowered the rulers of the land. They then burned our cities, ruthlessly razed to the ground the temple of the gods, and treated all the natives with the full hostility, mastering some, and leading into slavery the wives and children of others. Finally, appointed the king, one of their numbers, whose name was Hyksos. Okay, so that's from Methanos. Okay, not go to all kind of primary texts, you know what I'm saying, and telling you who they say these people was, man. So for us to try to act like that the brother just did not, he just said an obscure race. If they was goddamn Africans, wouldn't he know? If they was Egyptians, wouldn't he know that? I would see what happened, man. So it's foolishness to keep throwing out thing on like that, man. All right, let me get this line, man. 951, your line is open. I'm Rock Squad up. What's good? What's happening?
Can I be heard?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Man, y'all sound so emotional tonight. Uncle K, you okay, brother?
All right, man, this nigga's off. I only want to cuss the bitch-ass Hebrew out because he's a bitch-ass Hebrew. All right? Yeah, I ain't even giving you time of day. Next, 773, your line is open.
What's up?
What's good?
I wanted to hear what my brother had to say. I wanted to hear from a Hebrew perspective what the deal was. Good people.
No, that wasn't no Hebrew perspective. That was Michael Edwards.
Michael Evers. Bitch ass Michael Evers, nigga. You know,
man, Michael, West Coast Michael cool with me, man. He cool, man. What's wrong with that, man?
Yeah, why?
He's a troublemaker.
Why? He's a troublemaker.
All right, majority rules. All right, we'll keep it moving.
773, your line is open.
What's up, man? Y'all can hear me?
What's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
Yo, this Fortune's favorite, man. You know, I was just on the line with you yesterday, man. Squad up.
Well, I know. Squad up. What's good there, Fortune?
Squad up, Bailey.
Oh, man, just listening, man, soaking up all the knowledge, man. Shout out to the whole squad, Jonathan, Ujawu, all your other brothers you got on there. You know, I was listening and you was talking about how Brother Ishmael mentioned earlier about white slavery. I'm assuming he may have talked about the Barbary state wars where the Moors was enslaving Europeans and shit left and right. Yeah, a lot of examples of that. My first thing I wanted to speak on was that there are a lot of examples in history of white people going into slavery on ships and all that stuff because, you know, we got these mental midgets thinking that black people history started with slavery and that we the only people who experienced that. Some good examples are Chinese people called coolies. They were sent to, the Western Hemisphere in Cuba, Peru. You had the Circassians and the Russian-Circassian Wars. These are milk white stock of Europeans being displaced from their land by the Russians and sent into the Ottoman Empire. You got, of course, the Irish and the original British people who came here. A lot of those people were children who got rounded up. A lot of penalties for petty crimes was just being transported over here. So, of course, they probably didn't experience everything we did, but just to say that we were the only people to go into bondage or something like that is erroneous. So, just wanted to just put that out there. Also, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the Elephantine Stela in Egypt.
You sure?
Yeah, it's I was reading this book. I got a PDF. It's yeah. I'm sorry, Jonathan. Yeah, it was brought out in this book, Ancient Israel and Egypt. It was talking about it's the 12th century. It's supposed to be during the reign of Pharaoh Seth-Ankh, and it was talking about it said an Egyptian faction was apparently rebelling against the pharaoh, and a battling faction remained loyal. The revolutionaries bribed some Asiatics in Egypt to assist them in their plot against the crown. They bribed them with silver, gold, and copper, the possessions of Egypt, but the pharaoh foiled the plot and drove the Asiatics out of Egypt, most likely forcing them on an exodus of sorts towards southern Canaan. So they have, like in the 1100s, I guess, 12th century, you keep seeing examples of, little Asiatic people getting thrown out of Egypt for doing, criminal activities and, trying to, usurp and do stuff like that. I just wanted to know if y'all familiar because it's a far later example of, stuff they may try to use as an example, but it's just Asiatics getting kicked out as usual.
No, I wasn't familiar with that. Someone else may be. I never heard of the Elephantine Stela.
No, I thought
I heard of Osiris.
Yeah. Well, it's just stuff. This book is incomplete. It's just given. The book is called Ancient Israel in Egypt and the Exodus. It's a modern book. It's small book.
Ancient Egypt and they trying to play the Exodus card. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds real new age.
That's the new age.
What they said is it's not proof of an Exodus, but it's alluding to what maybe these people may be trying to say. Like they actually getting kicked out for doing criminal activities, and they flipping the script. You feel me? They flipping the script in the Bible, but they actually get kicked out.
Right.
Ancient, what's it called? Let me see.
I've never heard of
it's called Ancient Israel
in
Egypt and the Exodus.
Did they say where this brother? Did they say where this Elephantine Stela was located?
The Elephantine Stela, where it was located? Hold on, let me go.
The Elephantine Island is pretty big, so that's why I'm.
It's called Ancient Israel and what? Hold on, man. Ancient Israel
in Egypt and the Exodus. I think it's a fairly new book.
Hold up, Ancient Israel in Egypt, EGYET, and the Exodus, correct?
And the Exodus. This is just a small book.
I'm a book collector, right?
No, we couldn't tell that by your massive library behind everything.
And I'm glad you kicked Michael
you
Evans
don't
off.
say.
Don't let that nigga come on here. Fuck that nigga. Punk.
Nah, I don't like talking to this nigga, man. He's just dumb as a motherfucker.
They give a reference actually to where you can actually find an extension of the paper. Yeah, I think it is. It's Elephantine. It was found in the island, which I was telling y'all. I talked to Jonathan one time. I don't know if you remember. I was saying, shit, that's where them dumb Hebrews went back in boats and ships and stuff. That's where they went. That's where they went back. Far before they even wrote any of that stuff, man. Like that's 5th century before they got their little.
So I see the PDF on here, and they the one that got the Israel Stellar on here.
Oh man, come on, son.
I'm looking at it.
No, that's
that's
the thing they trying to play.
That's one of those.
I was about to say.
Okay, yeah. All right, let me help you out.
Island. I ain't seen stuff.
Let me help you out.
Watch this. Let's deal straight with this real quick, right? Bible Archaeology Society, right?
Right.
I think. Let me see. I think they was writing a paper or something like that. Let me see real quick.
They got the Minipata stela down here. They got all of that.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah,
I got that.
So.
I absolutely belong to the
Bible Society, right? And they did write up, but it's not even trying to be conclusive on that subject at all. Okay, now, first of all, there's no such thing as ancient Israel. That's scratching off the record. Second of all, they take that picture from the tomb of Benihan, I believe, and you see these Asiatics, they clip it. If you go to Sheikh Anthony Diop's work, Civilization of Barbarism, I believe in chapter 1, he shows you this. They're bringing offerings to the Egyptians, right? These are what we're terming as these Asiatics, right, or the ones that was part of the coalition of the Hyksos. That's what Brother Ujau posted in the group today, okay? All right, so 19th century painting from the Historian Museum in Vienna shows off the tribes, multicolored costumes. All right. That's
they're not.
They
said they're not trying to be conclusive in anything. They was just I actually on that site they were talking about how actually Egypt actually ruled Jerusalem or Ursulum during Akhenaten's time. Even got
yes. Go ahead.
So they ruled that area.
Yeah, they wrote there's a whole magazine dedicated, not the whole magazine, but the Bible Archaeology. I get those magazines. And talk about when Egypt ruled in 1200 BCE. And remember, brother Smash did the translation, portion of the translation of Israel Stella, yo. Right?
Since you and Smash on here, I wanted to just quickly talk to y'all about the music, whatever, because, I was presenting that to y'all. And I was trying to see, since Smash is on here, maybe he can give input on what exactly the kind of feel y'all going for as far as music that y'all gonna be dealing with, whatever project y'all dealing with, because I think I'm a pretty good artist. So
you said what kind of style? What'd you say? What kind of what?
What kind of feel? Because I was submitting music for y'all, project, and I was trying to get
that music you submitted was slapping. What?
Yeah, that was it. Man, trying to tell you.
The field you already doing, yeah. Right. We just moving slow motion. I mean, keep it real. And honestly, we need to put out the website for people to send more music because, we need more music in order to to fill up a whole project. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, if y'all out there listening, what's the website?
I'm a raw squad up at gmail.com.
Yes, sir. But everything you said was wonderful. And so, I mean,
I appreciate that.
We never sat down and said, we want this field to be this way. We just really want to bring some of the information without it sounding preachy, if that's the case. We want it to be user-friendly and be able to sneak into some of our homeboys' tape decks and they still be getting the information or, a good feeling. You know what I mean?
Right, man. I was listening to some of your second album, man. All of y'all know who's the best at it. Howard Griffith, that whole job, that one out, man. Yeah, I do that kind of thing, man, because I was listening to the sound, man. That's that real underground stuff. I hadn't heard about you, of course, because I was younger. But when I do I do a little research in the hip hop scene, man, y'all, shit. I'm on the phone with a legend, like, for real. And no ass kissing. Like, a lot of people fuck with you, Smash. Like,
I appreciate that, man. Straight up.
I just wanted to hit y'all up on that info, on the music, and of course.
Hey, man, tell us about the group you put together, bro.
Oh, the group. Look, we big fans, man. Look, every video y'all put out, we've been comment section thugging it out with the nigga brews that been hating. We the NBK, right? NBK originally, we was just calling ourselves the nigga brew killers because we coined the phrase nigga brew for the Hebrews because the niggas is crazy, man.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, Dr. Tutan and all these other niggas that used to hate, we done ran them off. We done ran them off. But we wanted to try to be like y'all because y'all a group of people all across the country, East Coast, West Coast connection. That's back coastal. Then you got the South, you know, but Uncle really from Baltimore, but he in the South, and so we all around. So we the new black consciousness. We young people. I'm 22. My brother K Money, he's 25. He's a Ghanaian who's an aerospace engineer. The boy designed drones and everything. So we got him to connect with us because as a Ghanaian, he was taught to be separate from African Americans. But dealing with us and learning the truth, he know that we brothers and we in the same boat. So we got people that's actually in the corporate world and stuff like that would usually vent how they feel about things on the web instead of just, you know, talking to other black people. We've all formed a nucleus of young people and a couple of older cats, and we the new black consciousness, and we just trying to form like y'all and deal with scholarship and deal with the knowledge and, you know, and actually go out here and use what we do for the white man, all our efforts that we do for the white man, because we could be spending that time to build up our nation, what y'all trying to do, because, you know, in our lane, we can do it. Everybody can't be a smash rock. You said you spent a long time, years before you even wanted to speak about meta because it's so complex. Everybody can't do that. I can't tell you no shit about that. That'd be pseudo. But I'm an artist. I can speak about that. Like how Unc got his shoes. I can wear his shoes in my video and present it like how they got a ad where they got Nas, Rakim, Drake, and Biggie promoting Sprite, a nasty-ass drink that ain't doing nothing for us. Why can't I do a video with up tennis shoes on, you know, walking down, styling and profiling, pushing a black product that's helping, you know, group economics, black economics. So that's our lane, and we're going to deal with our lane. But a few of us we do have knowledge, you know, like I specialize in killing them nigga brew curses, but we got our lane, and y'all got y'all lane, and we respect y'all. So I just wanted to say that, man.
All right. Respect the principle.
Yeah, that's
BK.
MBK, man, you gonna be here.
I like that.
Peace. Good morning to the brothers, man. Brother Garfield here. Peace to everybody in the line. I don't know
Garfield,
who's on the line.
What up?
Peace, Brother Garfield.
All right. Listen, man. Michael Edwards is recovering from an ass whooping I gave him on Hangout yesterday. I don't think any Hebrew, him and Michael Ben Israel and all of them was on a Hangout, and I had to give them the lesson. Do you believe this brother said that Josephus referenced 50 people who mentioned Jesus in the first century? That was the first statement he said. Then he said, listen to this stupid statement this brother said. He said that Herod the Great mentioned Jesus Christ. Then he came back 5 minutes later and said Herod Tetrarch, his grandson, mentioned Jesus Christ. This is the idiot we have to deal with. So I don't think you should even let that guy even come near you. Not even in an inbox on Facebook. He is dumb. He has no sense. The only thing he can do, though, he can translate a little Hebrew. That's about it. But otherwise, you don't need that guy on your radio show, man. He ain't got no sense.
He ain't the only one.
That's it. You ain't got to tell me.
All right, this is what I'm saying. Man, they got Hebrew in 7 days. Why wouldn't any of us go on and get that, learn Hebrew in 7 days? Then you can learn Hebrew in 30 days, and so we can knock that down. And who got the Metal Netter book, we all need to be picking up these skills so people could be like, all right, we can read it. You know what I'm saying? It's qualified. I mean, I didn't study under Ujahu, nor did I study under Ashar. And we've had our debates over the years, but you see a lot of the things we say fall right in line with each other because we have an understanding of the language. Not to go off on a tangent, I was really speaking on how we should all pick up that Hebrew too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not wasting my time to go hear the language. Y'all can.
That's good. It's good to know.
I'm taking
the
class right now. We got class tomorrow night, actually. So I'm picking that up, and I'm open to learning any other, language that I can. But let me get the assessment of nature down first before I go over that.
Well, these are weapons, man. These are weapons, and these are tools. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
It's good to have more things on your utility belt.
How to read Hebrew in 30 days? 8-9-9-5-1. You're not over. Yeah, you right, bro.
Oh, you open my line. You got that much balls, boy, and this nigga called in live.
What's wrong?
There you go. See, he's just trying to have some attention. You got that spirit,
brother. You got that much balls to open the line. Let me tell you something about Garfield. Hold on. Though, watch this. Watch this. You gonna laugh?
Oh Lord.
You Michael Edwards talking? Michael Edwards. Can't even do it, Mike. Mike, be quiet for a minute. Let me see.
Man, I want to hear what Mike got to say, man. I want to put this up to a vote. Who want to hear Mike say something, man? I want to hear the brother say something.
No. This is black.
Boy, y'all funny, man. Hey, what you gonna say?
No.
Hey, Mike, if you can calm down, man, I'll leave the mic open. If you can just calm down.
Oh, brother, I'm always calm. I'm just loud, I'm loud all the time. I'm an Israelite.
This that's bad to admit.
So what you want to talk about? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Garfield. Let's start there. Now, this brother, check this out, though. You're going to laugh, though. You're going to laugh like a motherfucker. Watch this. Now, I bet you. I'm going to just watch this shit. Nigga. Watch this. Now, all y'all brothers on the phone, I respect y'all because we bumped heads before, right? And we done bumped heads in an epic way on the phone and all these other little. Okay. Now, I want to ask you the question, and I bet y'all going to answer it right. But I bet you Garfield won't have the balls to tell you he actually said this the other day.
Michael, just get to the point, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry, brother. I got to set it up because you're going to die.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Two-part question, okay? So first one, is Abraham a real person or not?
No.
Nope.
No. Okay, I accept that. I accept that. That's what I expected any of you guys to say. I expect that. Right. Anybody disagree with that? Nobody?
No.
Okay. So now, Garfield, and I got Kansu, I got Nyambi, all these brothers, right, that y'all know, witnessed this fool embarrass himself. He came in the line and embarrassing himself and debating me on the fact that Abraham is an Amorite. Now, number one, he's admitting that Abraham somehow in his pseudo-philosophy that Abraham is real, number one. Number two, an Amorite? Can you even tell me where Garfield got that from, bro? Can you?
He got it from your story. I'll tell you where he got it from.
Okay, go ahead, John. Let's talk about it just a little bit.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. He got it from your story. He was all in Amorite land. That's all where he was.
Exactly.
Is that the response?
Let's just break it down. Look.
Yeah, let
me just ask you a simple question, right? He's supposedly the first Hebrew, right?
Yeah. Yes. I can talk to you about it, but is that you want
that's a yes or no question.
Okay, yes. In the Bible, textually, he's the first named Hebrew. Yes, brother.
Okay, well, then it's game over because whoever named him didn't name him in Hebrew. They named him in Amorite language, Abram. And when he picked up his hay is that's when the Hebrew shit started. So you can go into the Amorite language and translate his name better than you can Hebrew. He was all throughout Abraham, all throughout Amorite lands. Well, he chilled under a tree called a moray tree on the plain of Mayam. This is all Amorite land. This is when he was on his way. When God came to him and told him to get up out of his house or wherever that was, leave his father's house, he was all in Amorite land. if he was the first Hebrew, he was not named in the Hebrew language. So that's
okay,
so much.
So that's your answer. I received that. I received that, Jonathan. I received that. I received that. No, wait. The brother just gave a great answer.
Hold on, brother.
You gonna you gonna let it bleed out like that? Now, Jonathan just gave a real answer, and I wanted to talk to Jonathan about it.
This is the problem.
So let's just go in order. Let's just go in order. Let's just go in order, because
you're already full. You're already full, brother.
No. Me and Jonathan got to speak about that.
Yo, mute his
Come on, you must be really scared, bro. Are you that scared?
Read Ezekiel 16.
Well, yo, we need to have
I will call Kansu right now. I'm gonna call Kansu right now and get him on the line. You don't believe I'll do it?
Get it what?
To tell him that you said this shit, and I want to respond and show you how stupid that is. So just give me a second. Watch this. I'll let you mute the line if I talk for over a minute and a half. Watch how I did this. Watch how I did this.
Mute now.
Watch how I did this. Watch how I did this. Now I'm gonna do it for the second time. Now in the public, what race are all of us? What are we? We're called Americans, right? We are. We're called Americans.
That's not our race.
That's right. That's right. Now watch what I say to you. If we are called or considered, watch. I agree. Watch. If we are called by everybody in the world Americans, but we reject it. We reject that. Me, you, Aunt Jonathan, the Creole, Garfield, Ish, Ngozi, Kansu, we all reject calling us Americans. We have a subculture and subclans that are connected to our DNA and our cultures, ancient cultures, yours Commission, mine Hebraic. But now, brother, Abraham in Amorite land ruled by an Amorite king, and noted, this guy here, he also mentioned some other things he didn't know about Nico and whatever, but Abraham calling himself an Amorite, he's the same as me, being subjugated in a land under government rule that is not your culture. You're not no Amorite. You're not no American nigga, Garfield, and you're not no fucking Creole. And you're not no goddamn Creole. No, there is no point. You're not thinking about the text, Jonathan. You're not even thinking.
Real quick, I'm gonna explain it better for you.
I gave you that in real time.
If he was the first Hebrew, then what was his mama and his daddy?
Are you thinking?
What was his mama and his daddy?
I'll give it to you. Want me to tell you? Let me tell you. They would be considered. No, listen. They would be considered Aramaic, not Amorite.
Oh my God!
They were speaking Aramaic, dude.
That's a language.
It's all through the story.
Bullshit.
And there are Arameans and Aramaic. Are you tripping? Are you crazy, man? Come on, stop that.
You tripping.
Y'all getting pseudo tonight.
Let me pseudo tonight.
Are you an American, Jonathan?
Your own Bible. I love the Bible.
Are you a damn American, Jonathan?
Who was Abraham's father?
Are you an American, Jonathan?
Who was Abraham's father?
Come on, bro. I can give you the whole lineage. Terror, man. Who do you think he was?
Terror. That is not a Hebrew name. That's an Akkadian
brother.
name.
That's an English name. That's an English name. I'm telling you. That's an English name, fella.
Never mind. You
don't
really
want the information. So is Abraham. Brother, I read the book in the original language. Y'all playing. Don't play. Come on, bro. You know better than that. No, I said to you in real time that you're not even an American. Are you an American, Jonathan? Are you an American?
The audience wants you to just hear you talk. Respond to some of the points I made.
I did. I rebutted them just that quick. I told you a minute and a half. But I'm asking you a question. Are you an American?
Can I talk? Can I talk?
Yeah, but can I ask you? Can I ask y'all that question though? Can somebody answer my question?
Oh my God! Yo, mute the dude, man. Mute the dude, man.
If you don't mute this guy,
all right, listen to the scholarship. Let's take it to the scholarship here for a second.
Yeah, what do you say? Let's
no.
This point is the point.
The point is the point. No, hold on a second. The point is that if we come from the land called America, we're not really Americans because we're here. And Jonathan's point is what really I was making to the brother, that the Amaru and through the linguistic, this is what they found out. Listen to this. Terah's family were not Sumerian. They have long been identified with the very people, the Amaru or the Amorites.
whom Mesopotamian tradition blamed for Ur's downfall. William Hallow, professor of Assyriology of Yale University, confirmed that growing linguistic evidence based chiefly on the recorded personal names of persons identified as Amorites shows that the new group spoke a variety of Semitic ancestral to later Hebrew, Aramaic, and Phoenician. What is more, as depicted in the Bible, the details of the patriarchs, tribal organization, name convention, family structure, customs of inheritance and land tenure, genealogical schemes, and other vestiges of nomadic life are too close to the more laconic evidence for the cuneiform records to be dismissed out of hand as late fabrication. What that basically is saying is exactly what Jonathan just broke down, that Terah is an Amorite name. Terah, those people is Abraham's family. So biblically speaking, Abraham, I don't believe Abraham existed, but in a biblical conversation, he was an Amorite. That's all I was saying to the brother. He can't understand that. And another
you're
thing
right.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna later on, probably another show, I'll break down how the Amorites are basically the Arameans are an offshoot of the Amorites. It's the same people. And the Jewish Encyclopedia Volume 10 states that Hebrews are an offshoot of Arameans. It's the same people. It's the same. It's all about kingdoms and everything. But we talk about that another time.
I ain't saying metaphysically or nothing, but somehow linguistically, that's what Abram picking up his hay represents. Him lightweight becoming a Hebrew. What does that mean? Break it down. What does Abraham really mean in Hebrew? It's all kind of once you have the hay, start getting all kind of it means that. It means my brother, beloved of the brother, or whatever. Exactly. And so there's really some ambiguity, but the point I was trying to make is I see that as, okay, he the first Hebrew, and this when he turned from Abram to Abraham. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Jonathan, let me ask you a question, right? The word Hebrew is the root of the word Eber, as they say?
I don't know. Some people say that just because they see a B and an R.
All right, let me break down something to everybody that's listening right now. There's no such term as Hebrew without Eber in history. In other words, Ebernari was the name of a province which covered Syria, the Levant region, Phoenicia. Ebernari was a province under the Assyrians, and it's a name that's known throughout the ancient Near East. The people that resided in the province, just like how we reside in America, they can call us Americans. They could call them Hebrews. So before that time period, there was nobody called Hebrew. The story and the tradition stems from later on when writers wrote in the 2nd and 3rd century B.C., where these folks came out of the Persian stock and came up with this idea about Hebrews. But the bottom line to this whole Eber thing is that's the person who is an ancestor for Abraham. This is how they play these word games when they're writing the history. Eber is like 6 generations from Abraham. But he's the person who they all claim, if you ask a Hebrew where your name comes from, it comes from Eber. But there was a place called Ebernari, and it's mentioned in the Bible also as Abanara, the Aramaic. But this is where the name originally comes from and where these people come from, that region. It is not no set people with no set rules and laws and all that stuff. Because if we really break it down, the Amorites' tradition of the Zutu festival is the root to Passover. It's the same thing with blood on the doorposts and 7-day celebration with eating bread, unleavened bread, or what type of bread. And if you break down the Hyksos festival, like I mentioned the other day with Team Osiris, that's where they have all this celebration of the New Year and all that stuff. All this stuff is Amorite tradition. So if you look at the root of the tradition, it tells you the root of the people. That's basically what it is.
Team Osiris up.
Yeah, I just like to say that these Asiatic tribes, man, Amorites, you know what I mean? Canaanites, you know what I'm saying? Yo, come on, man. You know, like, at the end of the day, man, look, the shit is foolery. It's just a story.
You let them on, man.
Nowhere in my mind will I ever believe that a bunch of goat herders
Good.
got the guard of the bounding universe right. I will not accept that.
Hell
niggas
no.
couldn't go 100 miles without getting lost. First of all, I'm not following a group of people that can't get from Egypt to down the street without getting lost for 4 years. All right? I'm going to say it again. If you would go from Atlanta to, Atlanta to Doraville, right? It takes you 40 years to travel that 15 miles, so I'm not following. You're just mad. All right? No, I'm not even beginning to think that. So yeah, you had your time at Weber. All right, had your time of foolishship, running crazy, man. What was y'all debating over? And I thought that shit was.
Well, one of the things we're now we were talking about the historical Jesus and there's some stuff about Jesus.
Jesus.
But we're also talking about prophecies. Or the Bible means some prophecies, because the Bible says Nebuchadnezzar took over Egypt, which we have records on both ends, from the Babylonian Chronicles, from Nebuchadnezzar's writers, and we don't have anything in Egypt that said that Nebuchadnezzar ever went into Egypt. So there's a prophecy in 4 different books, I think in Ezekiel and Jeremiah, that says that he took over Egypt, which is a lie. So he was saying that Necho is in the Bible, so hence Nebuchadnezzar, yes, they had a fight. They had a fight twice. At Carchemish, they lost. Egypt lost at Carchemish, which is cool. They lost that war because they were fighting with the Assyrians.
It won one battle.
And then the guy tried to invade Egypt twice and lost twice. And he wrote in his writings, these dudes be lying. The Babylonians wrote that they didn't win, that they lost to Egypt. They basically had to back up. And Egypt said that they defeated a lot of their armies, killed a lot of them, but nobody said they won or anything. It's just that they try to invade Egypt, and he couldn't. So now the Bible is saying that he went into Egypt and destroyed the temples and all that stuff. It never happened. So if something in history is telling you it didn't happen, the Babylonians is saying it never happened. But guess what? The magical book said it happened. So we going with the magical book. I had to prove to him that Nebuchadnezzar never took over Egypt. He never took over Egypt, and that's his whole beef. He can't understand that prophecy is wrong because you want to believe in a magic book. Go ahead.
In a magic.
And I want to say something, man. There's no such people as Hebrews, and there's no way an Israelite could be alive today. Totally impossible. You can't be a Hebrew Israelite. It's stupid. It's dumb. Find your own identity and just get a new life. It's just dumb. Stop living a lie.
Oh my.
It's impossible.
Shots fired.
Can't be an Israelite. Can't be an Israelite. Impossible. 2,700 years of bloodline. It can't be an Israelite. Can't.
I agree with.
And the Aryan stock that went into that history, there's no way the bloodline. And then you're supposed to go by your father. The majority of these so-called Israelites in America have cracker last names. So how did
they don't even know who their fathers are.
No, but they have a cracker last name. That means some white man slept with somebody in their line. So are you wearing a cracker name like Farr or Smith or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're a Hebrew Israelite if you're going by the bloodline of the father? Makes no sense. It's dumb.
You know what? They'll tell you that a man like if his father is white and he's a white man, and they'll tell you that white people can't be Israelites, but you got people like Frederick Douglass who was still a slave and had a white father, because they go by in America they went by the mother status regardless. So if the mother wasn't free, the child wasn't going to be free. It didn't even matter if the father was free at all. Frederick Douglass was a slave and was, according to them, a white person, but he going through all the so-called curses that they're explaining, being chained up and shit,
I've never seen a set of people lie to try to identify themselves in history, and I've never seen Africans lie about a history. We don't make up history. We are history. We don't need to make up history to make us look good. We have so much history from the Congo, from Nubia, Egypt, Ethiopia, all over. We have so much history. South Africa. Why is it we need to lie to say that we're somebody? I just don't get that.
Excuse me, it's probably talk. Hey, brother, you said something about Aksum, the Aksum River. You said that was outside of Africa? Oh, still online?
Yeah, you got to be still online. He hosting the show.
I mean, he must have stepped away.
Yeah, he must have
stepped away. What did you say, Batal?
You said the Aksum River. Earlier you spoke about the Aksum River. You said that was outside of Africa?
Yeah, it's in Uzbekistan. In Uzbekistan. Hell no, it ain't no damn Ethiopia. Look on the map. It's near Uzbekistan and Pakistan, up in that area. Positive.
Okay, you sure it's not two of them?
Yeah, I'm talking about the one where they came from, yo. Come on, yo. The niggas, how can Mateo say they was a obscure race and they coming from Egypt? Positive.
Right. Well, I agree with you. I'm just saying that the Aksum River, though, I know it's one in Ethiopia. I know the Aksum Kingdom.
Where that's at? Well. What map?
Look it up. I mean, just pull it up.
You know, just pull it up. Why I gotta pull it up? That's your shit. God Almighty, man.
I know y'all heard of the Aksum Kingdom. Come on now.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Nah, man, that's Aksum and oxen, like an ox is different. Aksum and oxen is two different things, yo.
Okay, that's what I was trying to find clarity on. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Oh, no, not the Aksum River. You saying Aksum River?
Yeah.
No, I said the Aksum River.
Aksum. Okay.
No.
What's the
Aksum River. No, you about to mess up history. You about to set us back 500 years.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to figure out. I know you wasn't talking about the one in Ethiopia.
Hey, Batal.
Yeah.
Hey, Batal, how them shoes sounding down there, yo?
Hey, they're doing good, man. Everybody's loving them.
Yo,
everybody's loving
them. You know the Million Man Fraud March about to start.
I'm not going to be there.
Sell some shoes.
You mean that picnic?
Sell some shoes. I'm be there to sell some shoes.
I'm just going to put this. I'm not going to make it this time, like I did last time. No offense. I'm just not going to make it this time. I can't make the Haas. I can't make that Haas this time. I mean, I support them. You know.
Yeah. Well, ask me if
everything goes well with it.
You going?
Hell no.
I ain't getting up on no stage.
That's the new shit right
everybody
there.
On the stage against we're building a team. We building a team. That shit was crazy, yo. Had me hot with that.
Unc, I thought you was a part of that 10,000 that he need to get their lives, man.
Nah.
I thought you was part of it.
Brother Ish, are you going up there?
I'm going up there to sell some shoes, man. It's gonna be $1 million black people, nigga. They need shoes.
You gonna make it, man?
Okay. I ain't gonna make it.
I'm making it. I'm definitely gonna make it.
I'm not gonna be there, brothers.
Be nice. I'm not gonna make it.
If anybody's going, be safe. Don't join that 10,000 and come on back safely, man.
Shit.
I'm gonna send my money though.
He got enough of our money.
Shit, we're gonna get
according to the secretary, it's costing $3.5 million to pull off the march.
Oh hell no! Shit.
Isn't the Hyksos?
And it don't cost but $200 to rent it.
Yeah.
Damn, why we couldn't do a a million man hangout or some shit? Damn, why we? That's cheap as hell. Shit, we could all just watch Farrakhan shit. You know, online shit. 3.5 million, goddamn. Shit. Umar could have got like 4 schools.
Of the Nation of Islam said in a video that I could send to anybody, and the damn rent of the lawn is $190.
Look at all this money we giving the cracker. Fuck that.
We could have did the hangout. We could have all did the Google Hangout, nigga, for free.
Million Man Hangout.
Yeah. We probably would have got 2. Probably would have got 2 million. Shit. That's how you update the time?
Called the Million Man Watch.
You know how long I said that? You know how long I said, yo, we could do the YouTube shit. And all tuned in.
No, but see, y'all ain't getting it. This is a ever so awful fundraiser, so I got to charge y'all for this hangout.
Oh man,
it's $20. $20 an IP address.
It is a fundraiser though, yo.
It is.
What are you getting, a new relaxer or something for his hair?
He got to upgrade his Dianetics training. I'm gonna stop, man. I'm gonna cut it.
New shoes. No, you stop.
Cut it out.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing him.
I respect the brother because he does put his life on the line. Speaking of.
I love hair, Con. It's just I don't know how I'm gonna get up that shit. I do not want to be on the bus with a whole bunch of niggas trying to give me some bean pads.
Hey, as long as y'all don't create a riot, or not a riot, but a stampede like they did around the Kaaba, and they start stacking your bodies, I'm just gonna watch it on the
That was very, very tragic, man.
Y'all
very
be
tragic.
careful.
Very tragic.
Yeah.
But I mean, the nature of the tone of the march is very aggressive. I mean, so I just don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, it's say or else.
Anti-march, right? Where the white people was talking about if we was gonna burn the flag up there, and they was gonna come up there and march.
In South Carolina.
Yeah, the little white bitch talking to the little.
Yeah,
white
I saw it in South Carolina. I saw a bunch of them got whooped up there too.
Yeah, they need that. They need that.
Yeah, I saw them South Carolina RBGs whooped up on them.
Imagine me listening to y'all powerful knowledge every day and have to deal with white people when I go to my job. I'll be mad to the motherfucker. It's just like watching Rosewood the night before you got to go back to work. Motherfucker white man walk, howdy doody, how you doing? I'm doing pretty fucked up. I just was staring at Emmett Till's picture all night, nigga. I'm not feeling pretty good. Straight up. How you doing? He was looking up for you. How about that 1,000-man march? How about that Farrakhan
fella? Yeah, they use that word, fella. Wow.
So fucking wild, yo.
Yeah, you know me, man. Uncut, no chaser.
Well, the theme, the or else, is we're not going Christmas shopping. That's the or else.
I like that.
Oh, now we can't go Christmas shopping. Ain't that a bitch?
That's the or else, so they're gonna boycott Christmas. But one thing about that, you got to get the people mindset first, because first of all, a Muslim ain't gonna be Christmas shopping anyway.
Right.
Right.
Hey, where Ank is? Ank, you still there, Ank?
I'm here.
I was telling this Hebrew the other day. I mean, y'all talk about the white man so much, but yet still the most private part of your body is you wear underwear, which is made by the white man. So if you hate the white man so much, why don't you start your own underwear line? I think we should do that, and we should start a clothing line, man, for underwear for the ladies, man. I think we should do that, man. Because all they wear is Victoria's Secret. All they wear is Victoria's Secret. The Hebrew woman. Yeah, the Hebrew woman. Make it with your picture on it, Hank. So every time they put it on, they see it. That's all.
Oh man,
underwear.
Ooh,
real black atheist panties. Some real black atheist panties.
They said, hey, I told Cesaria, man, from IPPK, I said, how you hate the white man so much, but your woman and you wearing their underwear every day? So if the white man hates you so much, why don't he put a special material so that it will destroy your organs?
Oh man, I'm dying.
Hey man, look, I would like to say, that this particular show was brought to you by niggas footwear, right? Hottest selling shoe on the net. All right, we practice Ujamaa. All right, cooperative economics, RBGs, goddammit, revolutionary but gangster. And make sure y'all stop running y'all goddamn mouth about what y'all gonna do to this person and that people, man. And get your ass fucked up, man. Use your mind, take your time. All right. Ain't no power in talking shit. That's the first rule of the day. If you're going to handle your business, you ain't going to tell a person what you're doing. So y'all out of control with that shit. Mr. Gilmore not having that shit on his property.
Please.
All right.
These people getting locked
on
up
blog
too.
talk shows and shit, telling me what you gonna do. Get the fuck out of here. That shit's stupid as a mother. Y'all dumb as doorknobs with that shit, man.
People getting locked
telling me what you gonna do.
Yeah,
all right,
you saw
they're
that
gonna lock
lady
you
that
up.
got
They're gonna turn you. They're gonna shut down your PayPal account. They're gonna turn off your cell phone, nigga.
Yep.
All right.
You
talking shit.
Shut your website down.
Shut your website down. Ask Queen Noble. That nigga, you can't even get that nigga no more.
And then they gonna come get you.
Come on, man.
Hey, y'all saw what a black lady got picked up for she was saying kill Whitey and
that's
yeah.
Bruh, we live in the same county. She lived 10 minutes down the road from me.
Yeah, that Clayton County.
She was mad at what she said. It was only YouTube. I ain't mean it. She ain't know how serious it was.
Yeah, they got her now. They got her now, brother.
Like, man, come on with all that shit, man. You gotta calm down with all that shit, man, at a certain point, man. You know what I'm saying, yo? Like I said from the beginning, focus on yourself, man. All right? Shit, tell a motherfucker you're gonna hit him in the mouth. I'm punching him out. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, man, they giving out time, man. My boy just got 14 years for a little minor crime, brother.
Damn.
Them more AWACS, right?
Yeah, free AWACS, man. RBG is soldier.
Free AWACS, man.
Years.
What?
14
AWACS been put up?
Huh?
Yeah, man. 14 years.
Man. For what?
Because you ain't get some no money for his defense.
Still coming in.
Tom.
Nah, I bought his I got his CDs.
Well, now Valley Flow or Carbon Price.
That shit went too straight to the feds.
Wow.
Yeah, they gave him 14, bro. I mean that's 14
he was
years
at the Warriors
from.
Conference.
Yeah, he was at the Warriors Conference.
Damn, man, damn sure one.
Yep. Not too long after that, maybe 3-4 months after that, he got knocked, and he been in ever since. And he finally had his final court date yesterday.
Getting 14